We've been working with Hittin' Skins for a while now. That's HITTN skins.com. And if you're looking for any promotional item for your business, anything printed, car wraps, any promotional giveaways.
Oh, yeah, man. They do the vehicle wraps, like you said. T-shirts, custom apparel, promotional items. And basically where they excel is the relationships, right? The customer service. You're going to get a human. You're going to get to talk to somebody.
They're going to give you really high-quality proofs of what they're going to create. The stuff you're going to get is super high quality because we've said for years, if you order cheap garbage for your company,
it sucks.
No one's going to use it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the only way you know not to do that.
You wasted money.
Yeah, well, Hittin' Skins, they have the trade knowledge, right? They've been doing this for such a long time that they know how to steer you away from something bad. They've already vetted a lot of these products. This isn't their first rodeo, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, and they want you satisfied. So once they deliver on their promises, you know, the timing that they do things is good.
Yeah, and the quality is super top notch.
Like our hats.
And customer service, you know.
Like we got straw hats from them this year, and I think it's the best one we've ever done. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful.
They also gave us that promotional video of the person modeling the straw hat and stuff. Like that's part of the customer service that they offer, you know,
above and beyond. And I like that kind of stuff.
Where they give you a promotional video so you can promote your items that you create. I mean, they just are top notch.
And you can see all of this. You can head to their website, Hittin' Skins, HITTN skins.com. You can see examples of what they've done. They have their portfolio on there. You can check a catalog. You can build a quote. But yeah, we like working with them. It's our good friends, Hittin' Skins.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Today we're live on Twitch. Thank you, Amazon outage. Appreciate it. Love it when technology goes a little haywire, but normally we're both on Twitch and YouTube. Just search for @Tom and Dan Live.
From the Orlando Talk Show, Ross McCoy's here.
Hey!
Happy Diwali.
Oh, yes. And a happy Diwali to you.
And super old friend of the show. We're super excited to have her on the show.
How young she looks, and you're calling her super old.
This guy.
I got one intro.
So bad at it. How can someone be?
What can't you do it? I want to do it.
Today is my birthday, actually.
Oh, happy birthday!
My God, so older than she's ever been.
I'm the oldest ever. Right now.
Yeah. Do you want me to play her?
Okay, Daniel made a intro song for Jenna today.
Oh, no way!
And it's stuck in the nostalgia. So just listen. You got to listen carefully though to get all. It didn't work too hard, but but you'll definitely like it. Here we go. Oh, here. Yeah.
She sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me where in the world is
our friend Jenna Hurt?
Steal their soul in South Korea, make Antarctica cry uncold. From the Red Sea to Greenland, they'll be singing the blues. Well, they never Arkansas her. Steal the Mekong from the jungle. Tell me where in the world is
our friend Jenna Hurt?
She go from Nashville to Norway, Bonaire to Zimbabwe, Chicago to Czechoslovakia and back. Well, she'll ransack Pakistan and run a scam and be get. Then she'll stick 'em up down under and go pickpocket purse. She put the missing misdemeanor when she stole the beans from Lima. Tell me where in the world is
our friend Jenna Hurt?
Tell me where in the world is. Where can she be? Oh, tell me where it doesn't evoke you like.
All right, calm down, show off now. We don't need to show off. You could have ended there.
You know, watch us start tap dancing. Watch it, take it around again.
Jenna Hurt's here.
Hey.
Oh my God, that was fun.
I got to hit you in the nostalgia a little bit.
That's just reminded me of a lot of places I haven't been.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Seoul. I haven't been to Kiev.
You ain't never been to Seoul.
So Jenna Hurt's here today to give us some travel advice. advice. Like a couple months ago, I asked Jenna. I was like, "Hey, Jenna's hard to nail down. She's
Yeah, I know. You've been trying to get in her pants for years.
trying to catch a butterfly."
Yeah, it is. It's literally like trying to get a gnat.
Butterfly voted one of the top easiest things to catch by Catch Magazine.
If you catch it too hard, you gotta
with your hands, not a net.
I had no idea you also read Catch Magazine, my favorite magazine. You don't read Catch? What are you catching?
So Jenna, I figured she'd come in and give some travel advice and kind of share with.
I'm not done with trying to catch a butterfly.
It's
like trying to catch a butterfly like this. Got it.
No, it's one of those fast butterflies that fly around.
I forgot about the 28 days later butterflies that are fast now.
It's zigzagging and all crazy.
It's like an alligator.
Yeah. I
Zigzag crazy.
Butterflies in my pool cage all the time, and
I've been saying that about you for years.
my wife's like, "Get them out of here! They're gonna die!" And I'm like, "Oh my god, they only live a week!" And then I'm out there trying to catch it, and I can't. And then if you hit it too hard, it dies. Anyway,
Once that glass roof falls in, it'll just be butterflies in and out all the time.
Yeah, how's your son? What is it, Florida glass?
It's good.
Okay.
Edson has aluminum. Awesome. No leaks. They fix the leaks, which I felt bad about. I was like,
we don't normally do this. This is impossible to fix, but we're fixing it.
Edson has aluminum. We'll catch the leaks just like butterflies.
Yeah.
So, Jenna, first, we were kind of chatting with Jenna before, we started today, and Jenna brought up something that is super interesting to me because throughout her world travels, Jenna has collected, not that much. It's not like she's buying cheap Chinese, tourist garbage at the place, but she's collected some, like, world inequities.
Yeah.
Real unique things.
substantial, interesting pieces of art, and
Antiquities?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
Oh, Butterfly Man's back.
What did you say? Did you say antiquity?
Inequity.
Inequity.
She doesn't collect.
You just have some of the greatest equality.
Release the butterfly. See if you can catch them. I'm sorry, Jenna.
How are your inequities?
Why did it even try to? Why did it just say you collected some stuff?
That's what I go with. I never go hard, man, unless I really truly know it, unless I really know the word. Unless I
just
really,
said stuff.
Yeah, you could have just said, "Well, you've been around the world, and give us some of the more unique objects." You could have just said objects. Objects, that's an easy one.
Anything else? Anyway, so you've collected a lot of stuff, but interesting stuff from around the world.
Give us some ideas of some of the stuff you had. The one you told us already is very
just
cool.
a lot of masks, from like Borneo and Hong Kong or New Zealand, kind of handmade, kind of puppet things, hand carved. I don't know, big long copper sconces, these big heavy copper castle-y sort of thing, just big, I don't know, these Moroccan doors, hand-carved Moroccan doors. I spent days going around Morocco looking for the doors. There's different souks there. So souks are different areas where they make stuff. And the doors souk, I seeked it out.
You were seeking a special soup.
Seeked out the souk.
I bet she
and
has.
had these doors shipped over, what am I doing with the, I can't put them on my camper. I don't know what to...
Yeah, but you love the doors, and you're like, I got to have these Moroccan saloon doors.
So interesting stuff, stuff that would be in the basement of a cabin in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Where you go whoa, the Fabergé eggs and masks and things, really cool things, but
It's like an American Museum of Inequities.
like you said, you can't put them in your RV.
Yeah.
And then you have to store them somewhere. So it's you're paying to store them.
Yeah.
And you're like, I should just get rid of them. But I'm like, yeah, you can't get rid of all your...
I had a storage unit for a long time, and it's you're just what am I...
Well, you must have thought, though, because you're a smarty cat. you must have thought you're buying doors, and doors are for people that are settling down.
I was going to
Right?
build a house.
Yeah,
I wanted to build a house,
Start
and
with
it
the
took
door.
a few days. I literally designed this house around these doors.
There you go.
I'm not joking.
I knew there was a better
The
story
house
here.
was designed around the 2 doors.
Yeah.
But it was a couple years, and I was meeting with contractors and this and that. It just was not working out. So now I just have these doors, and I don't have this house.
Right.
Like, I'm kind of waiting for the building, for them to sort of like catch up to what I was doing. I just wanted a basic concrete box, basically, with a rooftop, like a rectangle box, concrete. Just super minimalist, And they just didn't want to do it. They want to talk you out of it. Okay, well, why do you got to do concrete? Why can't you do wood? Why don't you do
that's
stuff?
big. We've been
It's like, well,
battling
if you
this
don't
on the
wanna
show.
do it.
That's big wood getting at it. Yeah.
It's
And big
just-
concrete getting at it.
They want to do what they want to do, and they'll say, yeah, I'll do your project. Well, here's the plans. Here's my architect. We did it all and everything, but they just wanted to talk me out of it. It's like, well, then you don't want to do it, actually.
I think the real problem is most contractors make all their money off the door. If you come with your own door, they're just not making it.
That was the thing. I also have the faucets. I have all the copper faucets already from Morocco, double thing for the bathroom, and I have all the pieces and parts, and I wanted to do that all. Yeah. So, but anyways, it didn't work out.
Now, to their defense, I'm sure if I was the owner of the construction company, I would be like, listen, these guys build like 5 different houses, and we start
What do you
changing
want?
it up.
You get a Dansbury, you get a Monroe,
Yes.
you get a Lexington, and you get a Norval.
Yeah,
Yes,
if
yes.
we start changing any of this up, it's going to be really bad.
But I'm starting to see now more modern sort of pieces and parts of what I was trying to do. So it's like they just need to kind of catch up a little bit, to basically the rest of the world that are just making concrete boxes. Like, it's 2 cents over there, but over here it's 2 million.
Yeah,
Like,
it seems
it's
like those things fall down a lot in earthquakes, though. I'm just,
Well,
I see a lot of concrete
places.
boxes
They
laying
do
sideways
make
on the
their
ground after an
blocks out of
earthquake.
kitty litter.
True. That is true.
So
Chinese kitty litter.
what's interesting about this is, in one way, I understand it. These things that you've collected are kind of like an anchor holding you back, or like it's there, you're paying for it. It's like
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff.
Well, they
And you-
do mean something to you, but you don't necessarily want to be dragging them around the world.
Yeah.
You guys are both talking about Tom's family, right?
and in another way, you love them, and you're like, man, but
It's nice that they're there.
Yeah.
But spending time with
Far
them
away.
is just a waste of time.
So, is there some way to have this stuff and know that you still own it, but not pay to store it, and
Wear it on your back like a turtle?
I don't know.
I was like, could you loan it out?
Yeah.
To people, and
That
then
would
they
be the thing, is I could, go fly. I could rent a U-Haul, huck it in the back of this truck, drive it down to Florida, and start handing it out to but for the amount of money and time that it's going to cost me to do that, it's like, or do I just sell it in a driveway at I don't know what to do.
I mean, you could do that. I mean, is it going to make you sad to get rid of all your collection? It's pretty. I mean, how many years would you say you've put into traveling?
my whole
and collecting?
life of traveling.
Yeah,
stuff.
so
Yeah.
it could be 30, 40 years, right? I mean,
Yeah.
of just moving around the world.
I mean, even just like shells that I got in Antarctica. Like, I have bags of rocks and shells and things of natural things that I've, this is from New Zealand. This is from Seychelles. This is from,
The
just
beads
this
alone
stuff.
must
I don't know.
be the beads alone must be
I've thought about that.
pounds and pounds.
How
of
many beads do you have from all over the world? Just thousands?
The good thing about the beads is that I do sell them very quickly.
Sure. Yeah.
Put them on stuff as soon as I get it, pretty much, and then it's gone. So yeah, so that does go pretty quick. But
Put these
it's like
doors on a necklace.
yeah.
Oh, my
right.
God.
Start carving little bits out, with a cucumber baller, melon baller.
Jaden Smith would
Here's
wear that in a heartbeat.
Here's a piece of the Moroccan door.
A door necklace? He would wear that in a heartbeat.
Is there some part of you that wishes you never even started the collection or took anything back? Like, it's haunting you that this stuff, that you love
'cause
it?
It's fun to collect that. It's fun to look like, something to do if you're going to, I don't know, some village and you see this thing and they're making something, and then you go back and you make a little rapport with this guy each time you walk by or whatever, and, so it's something special. So it's like, it's memories of, but the good thing is that I've always had memories that I do collect beads and pendants. So I am able to have those memories, and I get to make them into jewelry that people buy for me, and I get to visit with them like that, because those are my memories of collecting and all this stuff like that. But it's smaller. This is like stuff. Like, what do I do with the stuff?
Yeah, no, I got you. What's interesting is there's a singer that I follow, and it's going to take kind of a dark turn, but I don't mean it that way. But Joshua Ray Walker, and he got diagnosed with like a stage 3 or heavy colon cancer, and it would look like he was at the end. So he did a whole album it's called Stuff. That's the name of the album. That's why you're kind of triggering my brain right now.
Yeah.
And the whole album is him just picking inanimate objects and singing an entire song about that object or whatever from a place of having to give it up.
Wow.
Because he was having an estate sale, almost what you're saying, because he thought he was going to die. Well, it turns out he's not going to die.
Oh, God.
But it's fine, and that's obviously the best. But it did change his perspective on stuff. Like, what is it? Like, and it means different things at different times, right? Like, when you're completely healthy or when you are looking at it, maybe your perspective on it is completely different.
I feel like I've always been a minimalist.
Yeah.
Even that I have this stuff, it's not a lot. It's just there are special things, but it's also so special that I don't want it with me every second of my life. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird, and the psychology behind it is interesting to me, because when I know we had Josh Wolf in, when we were talking about, was it Josh Wolf that had the bad mildew?
Yeah, he's in the hospital right now with another bacterial infection. I hope he gets better.
The comedian?
Yeah, I just talked to him yesterday, actually, on Instagram. We were going back and forth. I hope he's feeling better.
He had
Scott Wolf's cousin?
He had to leave his house and everything, all his possessions
all his
behind.
Stuff, had to get rid of everything.
Because they had house mold?
Black mold.
Yeah, and then he just left it, and then he said it was very freeing.
Yeah,
like knowing that all his stuff he had to start over. Like it was, and you had a house fire, then it burned. And then after we talked about this, and you felt a certain amount of freedom that it all burned. It's weird.
Because it's funny, because this is I don't know, 15 years ago or something that happened, and that was all stuff that I had been collecting from around the world and collecting at art shows. It's so easy my whole life just to if I had a minute back then, I would walk around the art show and trade just to feel like I'm shopping. It's kind of fun. It's not really money, but I'm trading an anklet for something, a mug or a this or that. But at the same time, I would kind of just put this stuff like in the downstairs, and if friends would come over, I'd be like, "Oh, do you like this? Do you want this?" And I just kind of give it away,
Yeah.
But I would just collect. It was a lot of cool stuff, and when my house kind of burned down from my motorcycle caught on fire, and a lot of that stuff I couldn't save because God, it's so hard to get soot off stuff. It's this greasy. It's really messed up.
Like the oils.
It's oily.
Released from the burning.
I guess.
Have just settled on the.
So just the amount of time to clean, like my snowboard would have been. It's just like just throw it away. So. But yeah, so a lot of that stuff was shed at that time. But this is stuff that I saved from the upstairs. It's like that. So it's stuff that meant enough that I saved it from a fire, and then also stored it in a storage unit for years. But
you got to set the storage unit on fire. Yeah, and then you're good to go.
Dude, the storage...
I solved it.
The storage unit industry in the United States is
it's
crazy big.
It is crazy.
But only big in America, right? That's a purely American thing, right?
I don't know if I've ever seen a storage unit in another
That's what I'm
country.
saying. I was going to ask you.
Funny.
You're my number one world traveler.
That is
my
funny.
wife is currently in the south of France right now. Andrea is.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, this looks nothing like... She's like, this is different.
They don't got gun shops, pawn shops, or storage units.
Yeah, storage unit seems like a very American thing.
Wow, that's funny.
Well, it's about abundance.
Maybe that's a good business to start.
Yeah. I thought about it.
We can't find land, though. There's no land. We need land.
Also, the problem of it's emailing everybody that their rates went up $10, and I know that
I can do that.
I'm preying on their mental illness.
I'll do it.
It's hard for me to prey. I know it seems like it should be easy, but I just you're in love with a bunch of garbage, and you're
victimless sickness. It's a victimless sickness. Leave it alone.
I know you're too lazy. You're too lazy to come moving from one storage unit to another to save $180 a month?
I'll do you one better. We'll give you a bigger unit, and I'll move everything for you. Your rent's going to $20, but I'll give you a bigger one, so you got more room now.
So interesting.
It's like all the stuff we save over a lifetime, and then like anybody, if you ever go to estate sales and stuff, like man, old people die with a tremendous amount of stuff, all to just be given to strangers. It's a weird thing to like. This stuff burdened you your whole life, and then you're just it's gonna be thrown away and given to strangers. It's like it's all rotting, and it's like it's a bizarre thing.
Since I've been kind of trying to figure this out, what to do with all this stuff, I've been riding my bike a lot, just around like neighborhoods and stuff, and like people have their garage doors open, and you like, I don't know, this guy had this Porsche in his garage. But there was mountains of junk. How does this guy even get in his car? And I'm just what is this bucket?
I can't. Tom can see how it's changing how I look.
Junk.
You got to go in my garage last week and actually see how organized. It's pretty organized, right? And you can sit in there.
I feel like if you have, the more space you have, the more stuff you collect, right? You got a garage, and then all of a sudden, you don't want those ratchets. Oh, they're a little rusty. Oh, maybe I'll use them for something. Put them in the corner. Now you get some
Are you talking
ratchets.
about? You're talking about Tom.
Oh, my garage is filled to the ceiling with junk.
Rusty ratchets.
I've created.
You are rusty ratchets.
I've created pathways, and then I'm mad about it. And I'm like, oh God, please save me.
And you get new stuff all. It's just four-wheeler, scooter.
Yeah. I'm living the American dream, Jenna.
Now, there's storage units, and then your upper class of that is where I'm going to go work later, which is a warehouse. You have acquired a warehouse, and you can just throw whatever the hell you want into there. You get in a real pirate spot situation.
Once you get a big business and your warehouse, you're going to put that in the corner.
But you know what bothers me the most when people hoard isn't like things, doors, big things, vase, beads, glass. None of that bothers me. It's the textiles. Piles of just shirts. Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like I look at
textiles.
it. Yeah. Piles of textiles.
You know how many Tom and Dan shirts I have? That are
Don't throw them away.
I have so many shirts.
When you throw them away, guys, it makes us look like you're not listening. You got to hold on to them or burn them.
Shirts and stickers and magnets.
I'm not
old Tom and Dan drawer with
45 collared shirts on hangers that I'm just looking at that I use 5 of my business shirts a day, and then I'm like, what the hell am I have 45 shirts for? This is absurd. Like, this is insane. I'm just screaming, this is insane. Crystal's got a million things. She gets boxes of Stitch Fix coming in. I'm like, what? This is a mental illness. I'm like, we're all mentally ill. I'm screaming at my neighbors, they're mentally ill. And they're like, we're all crazy. We could be living a better life. They're scamming us to buy a bunch of garbage. Anyway.
Well, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm out of the game.
Anyway. All right, Jenna, let's get to the main point of this whole bit. Which is not about throwing away your garbage.
Well, we do a little catch up to see where you've been. Where's the last place you went?
Well, I was in Virginia Beach 2 weeks ago.
That's not exotic. Oh, God. What'd you see there? Oh, did you see the Parthenon?
Oh, man. Boogie boarding with King Powers.
Yeah, what'd you see? A Top Golf?
King Neptune.
How's the souk up there?
I was at my art show.
Yeah.
But,
Well, let's, because I figured Jenna can give us some, I figured like 2 locations, one being an easy exotic location.
Okay.
Like, obviously not, we got Jenna Hurton here. She's a professional.
We're going to do like, what are you going to do? Like beginner exotic?
Yeah,
beginner exotic.
Beginner exotic location.
They also have that at Secrets.
I heard.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Moody was telling me all about it.
It was all ebony. Oh my God.
He texts me this long thing about what happens in Secrets. Then he sends me a video of his son's play. I'm like, are you texting me this while you're watching your son's play?
I feel like you should have to put a GIF in there to bring it up. Put one GIF in there to bring it up.
I'm like, my God, the things you described.
And how are you able to even be at that play?
Listen to your son sing Hallelujah. Anyway, so let's start with an easy exotic location and give some travel tips to our listeners.
I must say, I don't know if the last time I was around, I was mentioning that I had been going to Tulum a lot for the last couple of years.
Yes.
Going down there, making jewelry. And I've had so many listeners message contact that I've literally talked through, sent them pins, give them on the phone, hour-long conversations, just telling them all about where to go, what to do, where to stay, what to look out for.
I'm not sure I like our listeners.
Hour-long
I do.
Conversation. Leave her the hell alone.
I love it. I will
talk me off, Jenna. Oh, you're so hot.
Well,
you perverts. Leave her alone. She can do
but
it
it's great.
email.
But they actually go.
Do an email.
No, I can't email.
You
It's
can
too-
email them. Don't
I'm
let
too
them
busy.
get you on the phone.
No,
Next
I'm
thing you know, they want to
driving.
meet in person. That's how you end up in a drum.
I'm driving so much for going to my art shows, 10 hours, 11 hours just to get to my last show. So I have time to talk.
Okay.
Well, you got to charge for that. This is what a travel agent does.
It is.
True. This
It
is
really
consulting.
is.
This
It
is consulting.
You're
It
like
is.
planning
But
my
I
whole
love it.
vacation, Jenna, while you're driving.
The world stops when somebody talks about traveling. I will literally all sales stop. Everything. I love talking about traveling.
Tulum, Mexico. Where is it at on the
It's
Pacific
basically you
Coast?
fly into Cancun.
Oh.
So, but here's a new tip: they have Tulum.
I've been to Cancun. Not good.
Yeah. I've only
2 stars.
I fly in there. Yeah. So Tulum is this, basically new. I mean, I don't know. The last probably 5-8 years, maybe it started getting real. Instagram has made it famous.
Yeah.
Everything there is pretty artsy. Like all the buildings are made like very natural, weird. Sticks are all woven in that makes it look like a frog, and that's the entrance, and you take an Instagram picture. It's all like very, very kind of hippie, metaphysical, sort of very contrast. You can go there and live on $5 a day eating the most fantastic tacos at the little mom and daughter taco side street thing, for
I only eat
$1.50.
at mom and pops, not mom and daughters.
Or you could spend $500 on dinner.
They have both extremes.
Yeah, so you can live your own adventure there. It's like I
love
That's what a lot of Americans especially are missing out on that I want to take advantage of is going up to a place where our dollar is worth more than their dollar,
Yeah.
so it goes farther.
Yes.
Like every time I'm on vacation, I'm spending $18 a drink and like exorbitant prices, and I feel disgusted about everything. I'm like, God damn, this hotel is $800, this excursions is $600 a break. It's all money, and then I'm like, God,
it's the developing countries. That's what I've been doing for years and years and years now, almost 10 years.
I'm so afraid of being killed.
In the beginning of my traveling.
You got to get over that minority thing.
You think you want to go to all these European places, and granted, I've been to most of them, but they are very pricey, or at least on par with here. So it's like what you're seeing. Of course, there's so much history and all this kind of stuff, but your dollar does go farther in Africa.
Yeah.
It does go farther in Middle Eastern places, and you get to see and do so much more. It's a huge. So my thing for years and years and years is like, if I had 2 or 3 weeks off from art shows, is cheaper for me to fly out of the country than to stay in the States, because I would need to get an Airbnb or something because I need to make jewelry. If I'm in the States, I feel like I have to be making jewelry. Like it's just my brain,
Yeah.
If I leave, I don't, I could do what I want, sort of. I guess that's the point
That
of
makes sense,
traveling.
yeah.
I'm a little bit more like, so.
You've also covered everywhere, so that sort of makes sense. It's not like there's anybody who's not one of your clients. If you're open to jewelry, Jenna can make you jewelry.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
yeah, I
Yes.
see how you feel like you're locked here. Plus, you've been doing it. How long have you been making jewelry?
35 years.
See, it's important to let our listeners know that this isn't just some lady that just started making jewelry. You've been
Yeah.
making it your entire adult life.
Yes.
35
Since
freaking
1990.
years. That's
I
crazy,
know.
dude.
I'm
Congrats.
just starting to feel it on my hands.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little scary, actually.
Yeah, it's like barbers or tattoo artists.
I've been saying this for like the
Yeah.
last 2 years is you have to know your worth. Like when you make something, I try to preach this to anybody that's starting any new business or this or that. It's like, just know your worth, because you're only going to have, if you're making something with your physical body, you're building skate parks, you're whatever you're doing with your body, is just know your worth, because you're only going to be able to do that for so long. I feel like there's only so many more chokers I could make in the rest of my life. There's only you. I think you
Get
have
the
some
injections.
finite.
Watch it. You ever thought about maybe get on the TRT?
But you know what I'm saying? I think your body
Muscle
only has
up.
so much use. It doesn't just work forever. So
God, how much does that suck, Jenna? Where you try to stay young, and then all of a sudden your legs and arms are asleep all the time, and you're like, God damn it! You're like, it's like no matter what, your body is going to start having problems.
Oh, I lose feeling in my body, which really means I don't know I'm living. Does that make sense? Like I can't feel anything anymore, which makes life not worth living.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Real quick, I'm going to throw in some travel advice
Okay,
for
well,
families.
You've traveled a lot. You
Yes,
have.
You have.
So because I wrote this down, and this is some family travel advice, is indoctrinate your kids into liking hiking. All right. And this is why, because it's free. Like, right, and then you save so much money.
Sure.
And then you work in some epic lunch. That's what my scam
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
Is that
Explain epic lunch again to everybody, because
Okay,
they
well,
may not know what that means.
I indoctrinated my sons into being excited that we're gonna like hike to some point and then eat lunch while looking at something epic. And you could really epic is there's a spectrum of epic.
I mean, there's Epic Universe. You can do it right up the road. I mean, there's a lot of epics.
I mean, you could just be you're in the woods and
Yeah. Or it could
you're
be
having a picnic in the woods.
It could be a dentist fish tank that's really big. Wow, this is an epic fish tank at this dentist's office. Let's eat lunch on the floor here.
But you're tricking them, and then
Yeah.
you keep mentioning how epic the epic lunch is, and then just indoctrinating them into being
And-
like, "Oh,
and
yeah,
change
that was
what
good."
epic
It's called
means-
brainwashing.
Yeah. Gaslighting, brainwashing. You change epic what
Yeah.
it means every time.
Yeah, and then you keep saying like, "This is awesome," right?
Yeah.
Even though it isn't, you know it isn't.
Yeah.
You just keep saying that out loud.
And then after you're done with it, this is how I get Maisie with things that really suck. Afterwards, I'll say no less than 100 times after we did it how great it was.
Yeah.
That's how you get it. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah, and then
after
you
fact, because it's the subtle. It's almost like the subconscious brain is working
You know what
harder.
you do is you pay somebody, some random person, to like walk ahead of you with a camera. Doesn't even need film or a battery, just a camera, and just have them sort of bend down and take a picture at the bottom of the tree. So you're like, oh, what are they looking at? This is so interesting that somebody's taking a picture.
Yeah.
Like,
I like that. Now you're up in the ante. Now you're doing a
this is the
full-blown
most
scam.
interesting. Like everywhere they're taking. But this is funny because when I'm
My margins are all gone. Jimmy. Come on, pay some hobo to take pictures. I'll do that
something
myself.
is
Hey, which tree you want me to film?
Have you
no, I
considered
found that.
doing things kids are interested in?
Well, that's expensive for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an inexpensive way to trick your family into believing that you're true adventurers.
You guys hike a lot. I saw you put up some pictures this weekend of like some of your like what was it, delicate arts you did, and some of the other places
Yeah.
you've done where you've
Yeah.
gone and had these epic lunch. How many epic lunches would you say you've done?
Dozens at this
Yeah,
point.
it's a lot.
That's so cool.
But
It's a lot.
it is like I've found that the free hikes and stuff are sometimes better than the damn excursions you pay for. You're like, hey, because then it's like you're with a group of people, and then it's like you feel like I got $300 for this.
Yeah.
Like I just walked this hike and had an epic lunch for free.
Yeah.
Some bologna sandwich.
Unless it's jet skis and molesting stingrays, that is worth every price.
I do need a description of the epic lunch. What is happening in this brown paper bag that you carted across the mountain?
It's not a good lunch. It's the lunch is epic, not that the lunch is epic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of ham and cheese sandwiches, like cheese sandwiches for damn Max.
I mean, Max is like in prison. He's like, literally gets like a cheese
horrible.
sandwich.
Yeah, the lunch is horrible. The location's not even that good. But again, you're just like, hey, let's go have a hike to epic lunch, and then you do it, and that's one whole day of free vacation.
When they put you in a home where you're sharing a room with 4 other old guys, this is why.
So, Jenna, what else travel advice would you give to some of our listeners?
Well, just kind of going on that Tulum thing, right?
Yeah.
I choose to fly into Cancun and get a private transfer. It's about an hour and a half from Cancun to Tulum.
Okay.
You could hop on a bus, but I choose to get a private transfer. It's round trip. You know, it takes you directly to where you're staying. And
It's a bus.
It's a private van. You know, so it's got AC. I could just sit there, do my talk to customers, whatever, and adjust just to waking up early, and just have my own free time for an hour and a half. Get there, but
How much is that?
$250 round trip.
Oh, wow.
So, but
It was a lot of
you
work.
could, but I
Make your kids
also
walk and then give them a peanut butter sandwich at the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, how about the epic walk?
This is already better than Epic Lunch. Epic Van Ride is like, woo!
okay, but the only reason why I do that really is because also I have my bead box with me, and for me to bring that in the bus that costs like $25 each way. A big Aldo, big red bus that will take you and it stops 10 million times for an hour and a half. It takes 3 hours. And then I would have to walk a mile with my bead box that I can't carry.
Yeah.
Then a taxi in Tulum is the most expensive taxi in all of Mexico. Tulum is technically, I think, the most expensive town in all of Mexico. But at the same time, there's the other side of it where it's just regular Mexico. You just can choose to be super fancy or you could choose to not be.
I mean,
You know?
according to
But-
Wikipedia, they say Tulum has the best beaches in Mexico.
Ugh.
That's what they say. And they say the
course.
tourist destination is now divided into 6 main areas. You've got the
La
Pueblo.
Velita. Yeah.
You've got the Zona Hotelera.
Yes.
You've
That's
got
the beach side.
Aldea Zama and then La
Velita.
Velita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go on the other side of Avenue Tulum, which is the jungle side. It's just not as developed. So
I knew you were down on the jungle side.
Yeah,
I knew it.
not on the
I knew
beach
it.
side.
Every time I look at little girls, love jungle side.
But what I'm saying is about Tulum is they just built an international airport there in Tulum. So you could technically fly into Tulum now, but there's only, I think, 2 places in the States that do nonstop, and it's probably not going to be from where you're flying from. And so now you got a layover. So if you just fly out of Orlando, it's nonstop. It's like 2 hours, and then you just take that drive, whatever. I'd rather be in a car than in an airport on a layover with another plane, personally.
Yeah.
But also you have to take into account that the new airport in Tulum also charges so much tax for the transports to get in or out of the airport. It's either getting in to get you or bringing you to drop you off. I forget which way, but it costs $150. It's nearly half or more of what I'm paying for the transfer from Cancun, and I'm just getting a nonstop. So you just got to weigh it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the government is charging a tax for basically for tourists to come in and have the ability to fly straight into Tulum. They're charging you on the other end of it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're just kind of weighing it out, whatever. So you can technically now fly into Tulum, but I would rather just fly into Cancun and take that ride, and have a nonstop flight. But a lot of places there in Tulum is, you could get there. You don't have to exchange money, right away. You could just get there and...
Yeah, but I like having the funny money, you know?
can.
I look at it and I'm like, what
You'll
is
need
this?
it.
This is Monopoly money. It
You'll
doesn't even
need it.
look real.
But you could just get it in town. There's on Avenue Tulum, there's just one basic road in town in the mainland, and then one basic road on the beach. Like A1A beach, there's that,
Gotcha.
and then there's Ridgewood.
Have you checked out any of the sinkholes?
The cenotes?
The
yes.
cenotes. Yeah.
Yes.
Because
So
there's one called Temple of Doom.
There's so many. There's so many. And so many of them, there's just it's just, what do you want to do? You can go
Maya Blue.
There's so many. And
the Hat on, Temple of Doom, Tortuga. There's just, and it's a list of and they're all unique, right?
they are all unique and all different. But a lot of them, first you have to pay, of course, so that's fine. You should pay a little bit.
Support them a little bit.
But sometimes some of them make you wear helmets and life vests.
Oh, Tom's out
What?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
This
God.
is supposed to be better.
I know. It's really stupid. So you're in...
You don't even have to wear a helmet in Epic
Well,
Lunch.
there's no lawsuits there. What the hell are they worried about?
But the Instagram picture is the sun comes in, but you got to wait for 150 people to get out of the way with their stupid
Right.
orange life vests. So
Yeah.
I have this one. It's called Calavera.
Yeah, I see it.
That
Yep.
one.
Yep.
That's the best. Best. And in Tulum, you could ride your bike there. It's like a mile from where I stay. It's very small. So you could technically, if 20 people are in there, that's a lot of people, But so it's very small and local, more local. Less people go there because it's not terribly as I don't know, famous or something as the other ones.
I thought you were going to pull your boobs out there.
I thought she was too. I was like, what the hell is happening here?
I
She's
was like,
talking.
oh my God.
Here's like, ow. And then I was like, what the hell?
My
I
brain
showered
froze.
today.
Yeah.
My
And
hair.
I was like, oh my
was
God.
out.
I'm going to pull my boobs out. Then I pull my boobs out.
I'm like, I haven't seen different boobs in a while.
Then Tom takes his boobs out. I'm like, come on, Ross.
And then
We're
it reminded
doing
me, I was like, I feel like other grown
I'm
men
shedding.
have often see different boobs in their wife, and like I've been sheltered.
I
there.
saw a lady just the other day breastfeeding, and she did that move where she removed the child, and then she adjusted her whole T word.
So, Jenna, you made me very upset when you mentioned life vests and hats.
Their helmets.
Helmets.
Yeah.
Is that I feel like the world is ruining my favorite things about other countries, which is one is corruption.
The funny talk.
I like the funny talk too, and the funny money.
I thought you said the funny towel hat. What's up with these funny towel hats?
Is corruption and the fact that like my buddy Dre, he was telling me he's going to Peru with his family, and he's like, I'm like, oh man, I love the fact that you could pay off the cops if you actually did ever get in trouble. Like $100 bill will buy you out of anything. Like 100
I don't know if
American.
it will anymore.
Yeah, no,
I don't know if it will anymore.
He said that he's talked to his family over there.
I know, but you've been getting a lot of stuff wrong lately, so I'm gonna.
I think it will. I think $100.
I don't know if it has the power it used to.
Not that it used to, because
Yeah.
it's fading.
There was a time when a hundo would do you literally, what do you want to do?
But
See, but when things are that corrupt, it's not anything that you did. It's something that they made up that you did that you have to just pay to get out of.
yeah. That was my experience in Tijuana,
Right.
Mexico.
That's basically just a give me your money.
They start robbing you. Yeah. Well, that's too corrupt. I need the midpoint of corruption, where it's like they pull you did something, you're like, you littered, and you're like, here's $50, and they're like, good day, sir, and then you just leave.
Well, let me add this too, based on your Tulum, like what we're kind of the information we're giving here, and it sounds great. It is listed as, and you know this because you've been there tons and tons of times, a very safe place. It is listed as a very safe place.
I think it's super safe, but anything. I don't go out after dark much there because where I stay, there's no street lights to get back. It's just dark and there's crazy potholes everywhere. And at night, all the dog packs come out and they want to chase you. And then you got 10 dogs running at you and there's potholes and you can't see. And I always forget to bring a light with me. For
One
my
of those
bike.
classically safe dog pack ridden towns.
I was second guessing my whole this is safe. She's like, when the sun goes down, then the dog packs come out,
right.
and then the human swallowing pothole.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too good when Butterfly Man's S is on your point.
Hey, thanks for calling A Corporate Time with Tom and Ann. Who's this? You get out of here.
That was a butterfly call.
You
know what I
Don't waste
think?
my time. I'm telling you, I'm
Mainly,
in a hurry.
what I've had to try to avoid there is swingers.
Oh, really?
So many swingers. I think that they're just, every once in a great while I'll go out and have a drink and I'll think I can be a little bit social, like if there's a couple, because I can see maybe they're kind of struggling to look for something.
And you
I'll
want
be
to
like,
help
oh,
out.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you're a
it's
helpful
like,
person.
or are you trying to look for that? It's, if you go around this way, there's a back way or
You
something.
guys
I don't know.
looking
I
for
like
a big
sharing
black
my
bull over here?
information.
Who over here is looking for a big, strong Latino to do some pumping? And you guys over here? The nerd white couple? It's you guys, right? I can probably help you with that. You dial one up for him, Jenna? Have you ever been approached?
Yes,
Multiple
but I
times?
didn't realize
Did
it.
you ever partake?
No,
Okay.
God, no.
That's fair.
No.
That's fair.
But
You
I
see what
thought...
you
Well,
think.
you have a swinger type look. Do you understand this, right?
What does that even mean? I don't. You just opened a whole can of worms, man. This guy says things, doesn't even put any thought into them. He just yells things. You look like a swinger.
Well, no. Just like asking Daniel, like, you want to sharpen my battle axe? You have a battle axe look.
Who here makes? It's like who here makes moonshine?
It's like,
Ross gets a little bit.
Yeah, like this guy, Ross can only be a comedian or make some ice cream. Jerry Garcia.
Ben and Jerry's.
But he didn't make the ice cream. He just had a flavor of ice cream. It was a different Jerry, you moron.
No, there is Cherry Garcia, Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Grateful Dead.
But he thought Jerry Garcia was the Jerry from Ben and Jerry's. I'll bet my freaking life.
Different generation than you guys. Me and Jenna, which we know.
I love it.
Do you remember that the song. There ain't no Hagen, there ain't no Dawes, there ain't no Frisian, there ain't no Glaws, there ain't nobody named Steve at Steve's, but there are 2 guys at Ben and Jerry's.
All right, I'm in a different generation.
me
than
too.
everybody.
You don't remember that, Daniel?
No,
old ice cream song?
I don't
Why
remember
do I
that
remember
one.
that?
I don't remember that, but I do remember eating at Sambo's, and you can't do that anymore. That was bad.
So, any other last advice traveling, would you say? I've got one. Don't let your kids play on their devices while you're driving in like a new location, because every time you see something like a mountain or any sort of spectacular view
You're
out the window,
interrupting them.
Yeah, they're like, rewind it.
you turn around and you're like, hey, and then you see that they're just looking at Roblox again, and you're like, God damn, just look out the window. There's mountains outside.
But did you know you could
we drove only here for nothing.
You can make your own mountains on Roblox. You can literally make a mountain.
Yeah, you're building digital mountains. There's an outlook out the window.
Is all your advice for travel just things you wish your kids did?
Well, it's my own experience.
So, but what about you guys when you're traveling? Teaching them is like if something doesn't go the way that you think it's going to go,
this
or
is good.
the place that you were trying to go is closed, or something that you can,
or like you
take that
abandoned
into
them in a hotel room and then there's a fire and they can't find you, something like that.
Yeah, they describe that as the worst trip that they've ever taken. And I'm like, God, to New York City? That's someone's dream
It was
trip.
expensive. That was not a cheap nightmare.
That was like prison to us. I'm like,
We got traumatized, and he wasted thousands for a concert and a comedian he didn't even care about.
no, but you're right. I guess the last piece of advice that me and Jenna were talking about is the ability to be fluid. And
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I've had to do better at that. And I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I am way better at it.
And, that if something doesn't go right in the plans, like just deviate and do something different.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's the same thing. You're still having some sort of experience.
Totally.
If you're near some place, there's another thing we were talking about. If you're near a place, you may not be ever back there, or at least in 20 years or something, like crazy amount of time, or ever again. Go to a adjacent cool place. Like if you're already in a region,
Yes.
check out something.
You're spending
nearby.
so much money to go all the way across the world. There's so many other places that are touching it right there that you could just sort of, I call it like scabbing off. Take 3 days and scab off. Just get a little round trip flight from Greece to Egypt and back. Go to Egypt for 3 days, stay in Cairo, come back to Greece. Or you could do. There's a lot of too. Like you could check the airlines. Like say like going to Tahiti. You can or you can go to New Zealand with Air Tahiti Nui, but you can stay a week in French Polynesia. Same thing with
That's bucket list for me.
Iceland Air. You can take Iceland Air and go fly to like Ireland or wherever in Europe they fly to, but you can stay a week, a layover in Iceland.
Okay.
You can. There's a lot of
you fly over it in Europe.
It's airlines. Usually, that's the countries, the airlines that they want you to stay in there. Give some money. You see what I'm saying? Like Iceland Air wants you to stay in Iceland for a week. And so you don't have a fee. You could just do a break, you say a multi-stop or whatever, and then it's not an extra charge. So you get like an extra vacation out of it to another place that then you got to, if you're going to go to Iceland, maybe you're going straight there, but you want to go to, you see what I'm saying? Like,
It's like when I take the kids to Cocoa Beach, a lot of times we'll stop at the McDonald's and Cocoa on the way back. And it's totally different McDonald's.
It's true.
And-
Should have got a play place.
But also, Jenna,
if I remember correctly.
the Heartless Corporation I work for only gives me 10 days off a year, and I need a couple days off for Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I only have 4 paid day vacations.
here's another thing. Then,
so I
okay,
gotta
so
go
you
to Europe.
choose your layover. You can look at where your layover is. This is a lot of how I choose my trips too, is where is the layover? Is it in, Qatar, how do you say it, and maybe it's a 10-hour layover. That means if it's anything 5 hours or over, you could leave the airport. So you could go have lunch and come back. Or sometimes it's like 18 hours. So you can get there at night, get off the plane, go take a taxi or an Uber to a hotel, have dinner, walk around the promenade or wherever you're at, and then wake up at 3 a.m. And instead of sitting in the look, you're going to spend that much sitting in the airport with $1,000 in drinks and stupid.
Yeah, you might as well go somewhere.
You might as well just spend it on a taxi in a hotel and go have a night out in that layover town.
Sure.
So I'll choose my flights based on the layover. If I want to go see someplace new just for a hot minute.
Yeah,
You know, because if you have to stay over somewhere, why not just?
But
you
my
know?
anxiety is so high, Jenna, I can't leave the airport. It's terrible.
that-
I'll sit there for 10 hours
that
in the
is kinda
Apple.
You gotta be okay with it.
Yeah, that's like for me, for somebody like me. Yeah, that's true, man. That's gonna be hard. That's
Gotta
gonna be,
be okay with
that's
it.
gonna be a white knuckle taxi back when we're running late.
Just counting down the time.
See,
back
that's
to the
my
airport.
adrenaline. Is like I would so much. I'll have my board with me, and like if I was flying to LA or something, I would stop layover. I don't know if it was in Denver, 5 hours. I'd be on the plane getting a Expedia to get a car, get on the bus, get the car, go drive to go skate this park in Denver, and then back and get it's like the adrenaline of being able
It's a
to
mission.
make it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, it's like Tetrising it, like fitting it all together
Yeah.
perfectly, and you're like,
Yeah.
I get the execution on it. I'm just not.
But you got to be okay with
at
it not
it.
happening too. So maybe then
I think
you
you have
missed
to
your flight
practice
or
it
something.
too. I do think you have to practice it because it's not something that for me. I'm like, oh my god, it'll take years off my life. But when you do it, it is super rewarding.
Yeah.
Well, Jenna, where can people buy your jewelry and everything? To plug your website.
Yep. So pretty much it's Tying Tribes, TYING. TRIBES, Tying Tribes. That's me. That's my jewelry. And on Instagram, mostly is the best way. So you would give a follow on Instagram or Facebook. And the way that I sell my jewelry, like online, say, is you just keep an eye on my story, see if you see anything, because every piece I make is different. And basically, you call or text me. Otherwise, see it at art show. I actually will be locally. I'm actually doing the Daytona
Nice.
art Halifax art show, whatever in Daytona.
That's a big one.
This coming
the
weekend.
Halifax one's big, right?
It's fine. It's just something kind of local. I'm just happy
Cool.
to be here.
You
And
should try
that
to
one,
get a
and then
layover in
the
Orange
following
City.
week, the second weekend in November, I'll be in New Smyrna, Flamingo Follies. It's like a little craft show there. So I'm just two little kind of locally things because I'm in town. So just kind of
Very cool.
Well, you can get my jewelry at TomVansInequities.com. It'll be confusing when you get there.
And that's and it's not an S, it's a Z because he's hip. This guy thinks he's a boy band. It's the letter N with a Z.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more corporate time. Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan, and we'll bet our lives on the fact that our next guest is one of our good friends. Lady, which intro do you want? Because I have his original intro, but in an attempt to not make you upset, you're so grumpy, I made
I want the other one, the tiny one.
a new one. I made a new one that's even more aggressive.
All right.
I made a highly.
That's what I want.
I made two of them.
So it's really mean to
we'll
me, for
see
sure.
which one's better.
You're gonna make my daughter cry,
Here
for
is
sure.
the new nerd. No, you're making your daughter cry.
I'm gonna make sure she listens to it because you guys are mean.
Okay, here we go. We've got two to pick from. They're small. They're little guys now. This is the new Nerd Jock theme song. Here we go.
Nerd jock, nerd jock, nerd jock, nerd jock, nerd jock, nerd jock. They should just call it turd jock. They got this fat mother with his waterhead hair. Looks like a sloppy special needs Best Buy bear.
You got roasted.
I
son.
know. How'd you know I was going to wear the blue shirt today?
I was taking a gamble.
How'd you know?
They call me Penn Jillette of podcasting. I was taking a gamble that you're going to wear your sloppy blue shirt. Hold on, let's do it one more.
Nerd jock, nerd jock. They should just call it turd jock. They got this fat motherfucker with his waterhead hair. Looks like a sloppy special needs Best Buy bear.
I've never seen Tom so happy for something.
I know the way to his heart. Inspired by Ice-T and Body Count.
Body count. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Inspired
He was going to
by-
go cop killer right after
I
that.
thought you
yeah.
might like it. Yeah,
I
it's
did like
not
that.
bad. Ice-T Body Count still goes hard. That their new album, it came out like months ago. It's still really good.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Okay.
Oh, that was good.
Now, I don't know if, I'm pretty sure you can't call someone a WH. But, I don't know.
Do you remember the MTV show? I was talking about this the other day with my wife. Do you remember the head on MTV?
Yeah.
He had a little alien that was living inside his head, and he would pop out and fight crime or whatever.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to push the limits on stuff, like whatever. We're just locker rooming it.
Yeah, there was a lot more little aliens living inside you, controlling. Like
Men in Black.
We had Crane, we had Martin Short going in somebody like what? Body
Inner
Wars,
Space, yeah.
Inner Space.
Yeah. Total Recall, where
Quato.
Quato.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So let's get to it.
Yep.
What do you want to start with? Some sports or some?
Let's
nerd?
definitely do sports. How have you been doing in gambling? We haven't heard you talk about gambling in quite a while.
Well, there's probably a good reason for that. Back to you, EJ. Yeah, this
is my favorite part.
Well, let me tell you a little
how bad he's doing.
little money line bet I had on the New York Giants.
Oh, man.
And watching that game was fun.
Yeah, to the fourth quarter.
You got scatterboo.
No, the opposite of scatterboo.
I didn't even. It's great when you've already you're already spent you're already betting the gambling money on the night games. You've won on your money line bet.
Yeah, they're up 30-0. I'm winning this for sure.
On the New York Giants.
Up to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Beginning of the fourth.
19-0, the start of the fourth quarter. And even when they start scoring, I'm like,
This is garbage time points. This is for fantasy players.
It's going to be a back and forth.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah. You can't just play like S for 3 quarters and then all of a sudden turn
it on in the fourth quarter.
33 points in the fourth quarter, and you did. And then you still have a chance to win, and then you miss a small field goal. And did you hear the kicker for the Giants? I like it. I like it when they just say and there's really no excuse. When you miss a kick, then just saying I should have. They need to make that play. I should have hit that play. It's my fault. And
is that what he said?
Now I have to tell you. And a lot of
I should have made that play.
Why you asking? I was why you asking?
What's going on in my brain right now? I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
You're gonna push it more. Yeah.
Why did you miss?
Well, I was intentionally trying to miss because I was hoping that all of you would be so angered at me missing that you would kill me later.
How do you think I feel?
It's
about
a newer version of Death by Cop, but it's
the fans try to come after you like a South American
that is
soccer game.
That is a dumb question.
That was ridiculous. Also horrible in fantasy when I have Bo Nix sitting on my bench.
Oh no!
Now I had Drake May and he scored me 31, and so I was like, I made the right decision. And the whole day I was like, yes, I'm great at fantasy. I made the right 49. He put up 49 points in one quarter. 49.
Craziest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Craziest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
I was sweating.
Here's the problem with this, though, and everybody's like, "Oh, look at Bo Nix is a hero." It's like, well, why did you do this all at the end?
Yeah. Right.
That's a problem.
Here's the fun thing: Bo Nix, if you like The Boys, Bo Nix to me looks like Homelander.
Homelander, yeah,
and I
sure.
can't get it out of my brain now. Every time I see him, it's Homelander.
If I just start showing my wife love and affection in our 80s, it's not going to doesn't make me feel.
You can turn it around.
He spent his whole life doing nothing, and then only at the end. So it's it's not really a good sign for Bo Nix. Yes, he came back and won and did something spectacular, but those things look like anomalies.
Yeah,
that. You need to be
be consistent rather than amazing for a little bit.
Consistency. And just almost boring consistency.
You mean like Pat Mahomes?
Yeah. What you need in a
Isn't
quarterback.
He boring consistency?
No,
they're winging his name around for MVP again. When it was
Baker Mayfield should be winning.
I agree, but they were winging around
last night. But I think they got hosed by the refs in that game when they reviewed something twice. Did you see that?
I did.
When Otten was trying to
switched to radio, his kid sleeping in my room.
I've been watching I listened to the radio.
But they got it right, though. And
they got it right, but it seemed like they got it wrong the first time, and they should have stopped that point.
Well, no, that's the whole point.
You gotta correct it.
Yeah, the whole point is getting it right and not having us be like, it wasn't a first down, and then it changed the course of the game.
Yeah, it did.
The thing about the replay, and people are bitching about it, happened in Minnesota when Hawkinson caught that touchdown pass, and then the ball bounced off the ground. It became loose, and yes, he did have his arms kind of underneath it, but it's like that. The letter of the law is if it comes
not
loose
controlled.
like that, it's not
controlled.
And at least we all get to see reality and then be good with reality. Like that's better than having to live with a call on the field because it's bang bang, and like now we can slow it down to frame by frame, see exactly the ball move 1 inch. It kind of takes the fun out of it, but at least it's.
Also, it slows down the game a little bit, too.
It does slow down the game.
Also, when you're challenged something, you're saying, I want specifically to challenge this. That was part of the rules. Like, you can only challenge one aspect of the replay. And then it seems like now they can do every aspect of the replay.
Well, again, I think they're trying to get it right.
They're trying to make it better
because
and make it right,
which I agree. They think if you get it right consistently and we're going to always,
it's right.
then it's integrity, right? Then it's like, well, like Tom said, it's like facts are facts. We have to go with facts. Or
but
what
just
do we
make
have?
that the rule. Say, hey, I want to challenge this play. Make sure it's right. Everything.
Yeah,
because you lose a timeout if you miss it.
But they kind of do that. I like in the NFL that the refs are kind of like the spirit. Like, yes, and you're talking about a play. Believe me, I was gambling on a game, which I lost. And me and Daniel we were playing each other in fantasy.
Yeah.
And,
I thought you had it for sure.
But
because I thought the one time there was one particular play where Baker Mayfield went down, and I'm like, oh no, he's injured. Yeah. And I couldn't get to the TV because I had it muted because I'm trying to do 100 different things.
Yeah.
And in that particular play, they ruled it a fumble on the field and recovery of first down, and then they actually challenged the fact there was even a catch to begin with, right? And then it turns out it was a catch, but his knee was on the ground and he was short of the first down.
Right.
So they challenged the catch, but they said they challenged the catch. It was a catch, but his knee was down short of the first
down.
So therefore,
it's a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. So I like that instead of like, oh, he didn't say he was challenging this, so still we're going to ignore reality.
Well, I thought you liked the lawyering thing. You just talked about that earlier today.
It depends on what side of the argument
But then I'm free. OJ gets to live a life in paradise.
He did, pretty much.
I mean, say what you will. He had a pretty good life.
Yeah.
But he died. I mean, went to jail, did a little bit of time. So at least we got that.
And then we got the Kardashians. I think we lost on this deal.
It was a rough life, but
Anyway, what else?
Rough paradise.
Well, still, we got to talk about the NFL. Going back to that game, Mike Evans broke his clavicle.
Yep.
And his streak of 1,000-yard receiving yards.
That sucks.
Season is
He's
done.
a beast.
I kind of feel bad for him because that was going to be the thing. Like he could hold that over like Jerry Rice.
I didn't know what was happening at the time when he first landed, but you could tell something real bad because he was not moving at all, and I'm like, that's really bad.
So he's older, and he probably, they say if he does come back, it would have to be playoff time. But it's like, even then, it's like you're coming back, banged up with this injury. It's like, you're kind of, at that point, you just go with the players that have played up until, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's hard to expect a guy who's a veteran already to come back from a broken clavicle, then to all of a sudden start playing immediately good after taking 6 weeks off. It's like, we expect way too much from these people. This is insane.
I agree, man. I was saying this after I got my hip replaced. It's like puts things a lot more in perspective when you're like,
how long it takes to recover.
God.
Yeah.
Like Cam Ward, first year in the NFL, he comes in, he's like, stinking. People are yelling, bro!
Get this bum
They
out of
fire
here.
their coach. And I'm like, what are you doing? Give him some time.
I love it when they yell, get this bum out of here. I love that. And I'm like, this
never
guy is
competed
a
at that level.
top-tier specialty athlete.
Well,
and then there's so many confusing things to the layman that we don't even understand. Like Joe Flacco, right? The Browns trade Joe Flacco away
to the division rival too.
Where Tomlin was mad about.
He was real mad about that.
How awesome is it?
But I was glad that he didn't hold his tongue. I think it was good for the NFL.
I think you need to say something like that. For sure.
I love Mike Tomlin, man. I love that guy.
You watch anything like any behind the scenes of Mike Tomlin. That guy's a real man, and that guy's like exactly what you want in a coach.
Yeah. I want that coach, and I will have that. I have the nice guy, Raheem Morris. God, you can't even call a timeout.
We got Mike McDaniels, who
DJ
can't do
Mikey
anything.
D with his capri pants, and he's buffoon.
And mumbling in press
Did you see how
conferences.
confused he looked during that game? When at one point, he was just kind of like, at one point, it looked like he had gone blind.
I've seen so much AI making fun of him. God, they have like children's books. It's like, this is my football play, and it's two kids, like little kids. Playing football.
Might as well not even show up because he 100% is going to be fired any day now.
End of the season. I think he's going to be till the end of the season.
That's what they're going with. Yeah. Everybody's saying end of the season because who do you put in there? Who do you
Yeah, who do you
even
get?
Who do you even put in there at the time? You might as well.
I don't want that stinky.
Yeah, let him
Jets-
run a couple more
the
DJ
Jets coach
sets and
that
then
used
get
to
him out.
like feet. I don't want him there.
Let
Rex
Ty-
Ryan.
Rex Wright. I could think of his name.
Let Tyreek Hill do it.
Hospital bed.
No, he's out.
Is he out now?
Yeah, he's got a surgery.
As a
He's got-
walker,
I didn't know he had
could be on the
surgery.
sidelines and
he's got a
walker.
boot or whatever, like. And by the way, he's good enough an athlete. He can walk in that boot. He's good. Like he's already healed a lot faster than the rest of us. But anyway, just let him do it to see what happens.
The chat room is mentioning the Gruden rumor.
Yeah.
Gruden's connected to both there and to the Gators.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Gruden to the Gators.
Because
I'm being told
There's a lot of open coaching spots.
Well, he'll have a better pathway back to a career in college because of the scorched earth, lawsuit in the NFL. So I don't know.
I think that's the
Gruden to the Gators would be huge for the Gators.
Huge for the Gators.
It would be huge for the state.
or
People
for
would
Penn
love it.
State. Penn State also needs a head coach too. So.
Think of the amount of jean shorts you would sell the day they
Oh, my
announce
God.
Gruden goes to coach
Florida.
the Gators. Everybody's going to want a fresh pair of
Yeah,
jean
well, they
shorts.
still want Urban Meyer back at Florida, is what they were saying.
I agree
too.
with that too. I love me some Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Anybody
Stick your
that's-
hand down someone's pants.
Anybody that's willing to boof some girl from behind in white jeans in front of everybody was
I love that
watching,
picture.
and he's just boofing. I'm like, this is my coach. Him over Raheem Morris. Urban Meyer. I take him right now.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want
Way more fun.
I want an Urban Meyer Jay Gruden combo.
Have them as your
You want the
coordinators,
Urban Gruden.
co-host.
You want an
Oh
Urban
my
Gruden.
God!
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, that was a Jay smoking a joint at Applebee's. Urban's boofing. I'm like, that's a party team.
The party team.
Tyreek Hill coach.
The other guys
Have
are
them
just
as the
figureheads.
coordinators and Tyreek Hill
No,
as the head coach.
Urban is just literally like a Bobby Bowden figure. He's literally just there to boof and fire up the guys. Tyreek's calling the plays. I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, lots of craziness, especially in the past few weeks of the NFL.
Well, also Miami Hurricanes lost on Friday too, which was kind of sad. Even though it was a close game with 4 turnovers.
Yeah,
A lot of turnovers.
But
Yeah.
believe me, I bet on that. Me and Dre were watching the Hurricanes, and
What do you think of those 3 QBs lined up?
That was weird.
It was weird. Do you
like the
think
play,
it really?
though.
They kept saying I love saying these because I think I know what you're going to say, but the pundits, online calling the game are like, look, he's got 3 QBs out there. Miami's completely confused. And I'm like, well, it's going to be problematic, but to say they're completely confused, like, what? What are they doing?
No.
They replaced the football with a watermelon. We don't know what it's not that crazy.
But it's
right?
different things. You got to look out for passes now, just from
Right.
everybody.
It is different,
Yeah.
but it's not as dramatic as they want it to
No.
seem. Correct? Okay, I wanted to ask a
You
real
kind of see
player.
some stuff. Like I remember we practiced against Florida, and Florida likes to run that 3 offensive linemen at the line of scrimmage, the center and the 2 guards, and then split out their tackles really wide to the numbers, and then put a receiver so they could run screens that way. And we had to prepare for that all week. Never saw it during the games.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It just becomes
I just remember that. I was like, it
But
was a
they
weird
want
practice.
you to worry about that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea.
So we are in a bizarre time now where what's the quarterback for UM again?
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck. Carson Beck makes
Looks like a sloth.
$4 million a year, right?
His tattoos look like it.
That's his
Yeah.
that's his NIL deal. So because I think Carson Beck will probably get drafted in the NFL, probably late rounds. People always looking for quarterbacks.
3rd, 4th round,
See,
maybe.
yeah. So a 3rd, 4th round quarterback is not going to get $4 million a year. So he's going to make more in college than he will in the NFL, and that's happening more and more often, which is bizarre, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
Our whole life
Can you stay? Will
Yes.
will we start to see? I mean, we're already seeing the portal.
If
We're
I-
seeing people go for
8 years.
Where was he for Georgia? He was
Yeah,
at
for
Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
I mean, so
Yes, if Carson Beck is looking at like, hey, I can get drafted in the 4th round in the NFL and then get the league minimum as a QB.
I don't have a
rookie.
problem with that.
Or I could stay in UM for 1 more year, get paid another $4 million. Like, for sure, you stay.
I mean,
it's
why
all
not,
money.
Why
I
not
think
let
the
him stay
NCAA
forever? Who
says
cares?
rules.
Like, it's a business at this point. Who cares?
Well, that's so. The weird part is how I think there is a actual rule
You have
limit.
a limited time. Yeah.
I say
a lot of
limit.
it was because of
Why?
COVID. There was a guy that was on Miami. The tight end last year was an 8th year senior, and because he had a medical red shirt, a regular red shirt, COVID red shirt, and then he had another medical red shirt.
That's 4 red shirts.
Yeah.
No, you're going to stay as long as you can.
Yeah.
If you
NIL money, yeah, for sure.
if you can make more in college
As a
than you
college
can
pro,
in the,
yeah.
But
than
if
the
it's
pro.
just a business, and if they want the team to be good, and if you want the quality of play to also be good, why not just open it up and let him stay as long as he wants? And it'll compete with the NFL.
That's the problem where we live in this fantasy where we still somewhat the majority of the country still believes these players are just college kids that are trying to get their education.
I don't look at them like kids. I look at the guys like they
Amateur
literally got out of a
status is such a
Maserati.
fraud the whole time anyway.
It's like, they're in college, they're getting their education, they're in school. Like, you're professional football players. Like, you're fools. Like, yes, of course they should stay the whole time, but they're like, oh no, there has to be a limit. It's like we're all living in this fantasy world where we still want to hold on to.
We want regulations, but we don't want reality to be shattered.
Yeah, the NCAA is still a thing, and it's still like it's all about the integrity of like college sports
It's
and
like
education.
a fake college innocence they want to paint on it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a business.
We know what you're doing.
Yeah.
We all know what's going on.
Even mentioning education at this point is an insult to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, for those guys, if you're an athlete,
Why do I have to go to class? I'm making $4 million just to show up on the field.
I've never looked at, like, especially like where you played at Miami. That's a business. That is not a.
Oh, it was always professional. You had to you treat everything professional. Even going to class was professional, just to cover your.
You're making more. The quarterback for these universities are making more than any employee of the university. The president of the university. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the highest paid.
Well, the
member.
coach is making the most, and then the kids are making the second most.
So
usually it's the case.
Yeah, and then the coach's money has become gigantic.
Ridiculous. And the buyouts. Oh my God!
And that's
$21 million just to leave would be great.
And that's another reason why we're seeing a lot of coaches go to colleges because of the NIL now and because of the money flowing in
and the player quality.
And we're gonna see a dilution of quality coaches in the NFL because of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, stuff it's 1 in 32 chance to get a head coaching job, but you can become a head coach in college and make damn near close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was Belichick's deal? It's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
God, they just signed a coach. Was it? Look up the new
Didn't Napier Billy get $21 million just to leave? Same thing with Franklin, right? Both of them got $20 million just to leave, just to make sure we don't want you here anymore.
Yeah. No, it's
think
crazy.
about it, you're digging that hole for 4 years for sure because you're still having to pay that out.
I got the 10 most costliest buyouts.
Oof.
Yeah.
Matt Rule in Nebraska. That was a $57 million payout. James Franklin, Penn State, $57 million.
Was Rule before or after Frost? He was after Frost in Nebraska, right?
No.
Or he's before.
Before.
That's when Frost got there, yeah.
Coaching is so fascinating to me because nobody can explain exactly.
Kirby Smart, $118 million.
Oh, man.
There are thousands of microtransactions, including luck, going on in all these situations.
and talking to boosters and talking to the president.
That it is impossible for anybody to explain what makes a good quality head coach or coach. You know what I'm saying?
Would you accept everything as the answer?
Yeah, well, that's the only.
You have to be good at everything. Yeah,
but even if you are good, sometimes bad luck can cause you to be bad.
You
like
recruit
injury.
Some kid that's a monster, Aaron Hernandez.
Think about you're doing everything correct as a coach, and you got all the qualities that everybody wants. You're a good leader of men. You're good at calling plays, and you got horrible injury luck one year, and you get horrible ball bounces one way luck.
Yeah.
You have a losing record. And then that coach could be fired for losing. You know what I'm saying? And then people will brand that guy as a bad coach when he did the exact same thing another coach did who has a winning record.
Yep. But normally they don't, right? Don't we feel like coaches that are truly good and exemplify the characteristics you were just saying? Those are the guys that get a couple more years. Isn't that what it is? They get a couple more years.
Well, because you have credit that you've built up over time.
I agree with you, but then weird things like Andy Reid was fired from the Eagles at one point.
Right, yeah.
Bill Belichick was fired from the Patriots. Obviously, now he's not doing too well.
Well, he was losing, though, too.
He was, yeah.
And winning fixes everything, right?
Yeah.
That's the old saying.
But if he's a good coach, why was he losing? Was it out of his control?
Well, but I'm saying, like,
it's hard,
with a new or old program, see, with Belichick, he had one more thing going against him, and it was tenure. He had been in tenure for so long that losing was not an option at that point because we don't know if you can get it back around again.
Yeah.
You've reignited this fire how many times?
You can build up a program. It's hard to rebuild after you built it up again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But then, all I'm saying is it is confusing and...
it's very complicated.
And no one's really told me exactly what someone's doing. Jesus Christ,
you know what?
man.
Enough. Pack your stuff.
It's my work.
Pack your stuff. Pack it all up. Pack it all up.
The printer's broken. Where's that water?
So she was calling.
My God, the toilets are all backed up here. There's diarrhea everywhere. Where's Maintenance Harvey? Do they know you're Maintenance Harvey?
Yeah.
All right. So what's next, CJ?
Are we doing nerd?
We got to talk about World Series baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is amazing. Like the Dodgers and the Blue Jays are playing each other, and both have great pitching on both sides.
Just come on, Blue Jays. I think we're all sick of the Dodgers.
You don't want to see the Dodgers win?
No.
Shohei Ohtani?
Toronto, it's not America.
No.
What the hell? That's what I hate about hockey and baseball.
But I'll blow your mind.
Yeah.
Well, NBA has a Canadian team also.
NBA too.
Let me blow your mind. There's a black guy on Toronto. His name is Vladimir Guerrero. There you go. Look at him. The computer's about to shut down.
Vladimir Guerrero
Junior. Yeah, there's two of them.
So
Come on, Vlad.
Yeah, but it's baseball specifically because it's America's game.
Yeah.
And
It is, but
it's Asian guy.
I hate the Dodgers, unlimited money. I hate them. I like Mookie Betts.
Well,
But
the
everybody-
MVP of the season is that a translator for Shohei. For sure.
Yeah.
Taking the dive for him.
I also
that's the reason why he's still playing.
Shohei. I do believe that, much like EJ, I do believe that he was gambling illegally and he did not get caught.
Of course he
I
was.
believe he's a rat. And, he's a sneaky rat. But he's also the best baseball
He's
player
also
we will
amazing.
ever see.
Yeah, it's not even fair.
The guy can pitch. He's amazing. And then
6 hitless innings and 10 strikeouts and 3 home runs.
And then goes and hits he hits 2 homers in the park, and then the last one he hits it out of the park. It's like, I am the best at this.
That game was just fun to watch.
Yeah.
So
if you're a Dodgers fan.
Copycats will pop up in the next 10 years, right?
yeah.
Because of Shohei, because
Trying to play both ways.
in the past, and the same thing with Travis Hunter and stuff, where in the past, you just were told in the common training theory was hey, if you're a pitcher, you're
Focus
trained to
on
pitch.
pitching, yeah.
If you're a batter, bat, and that's it.
Yeah.
And, never do both. You're one's gonna hurt if you do both. And then now you see Shohei, and everybody's so that's gone out the window
Yeah.
because
But it's possible. Yeah.
Rumor is it's just a style change. A lot of these guys have been this way for a very long time, just don't have the confidence, or maybe it wasn't the style of play, right? Shohei's style, maybe he was just exemplary, but he's with the Yankees now, but we had him on the Braves for a while. Fried. Yeah. He is an amazing left-handed pitcher, but when the word around the entire group was this guy when he bats is he's a killer.
Oh,
he's literally
so he's just also playing in the wrong league.
But he doesn't.
And they brought the DH too in the National League.
But he doesn't.
Matter anymore.
Pitchers don't bat.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I wonder if this will be. I think you're right. I think it'll be a style change.
Well, Shohei plays the Asian style because they usually do it. A lot of pitchers and hitters at the same time.
Yeah,
so that's what it is.
They love baseball, so maybe a little. And you see a lot more Asian players coming over, which is cool.
Well, also Little League. That's what you used to do. Your best hitter was usually your pitcher too. In Little League when I played.
That's true. That's true.
But here's the
was
problem.
the all-around athlete.
Yeah, he was the stud. Always.
When Americans go and try to do it, we're going to be like, oh my God, what is this guy? I mean, the discipline it must take
So much work. We want to be lazy and do one thing and be good at it. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't be well-rounded at all.
And I don't even know. I've never seen it, but I'm sure his training regimen growing up, mixed with being an insane athlete.
He's a pretty private guy, but from all accounts, it seems as though, he was the most focused baseball child ever focused on baseball.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
Insane
Tiger Woods.
Work
yeah,
ethic,
yeah,
yeah.
work ethic
Yeah.
and regiment and training and discipline.
And I think he's pretty private. You don't really hear much about,
Well, all he does is gamble and play baseball.
Yeah, he's got a wife. Yeah, I am convinced.
well, he needs
that is
some
a-
outlet.
Yeah.
He needs some kind of vice to make him normal.
Tiger Woods was women. And see where that got him.
I mean, if you
gambling's better.
If you do put the similarities together,
It makes a lot of
you know,
sense.
It does. Yeah.
Well, hello, Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
he
I'm
gambled
saying.
all the time.
I'm saying.
He just did it the right way, I guess.
I like
Bet on
that.
I think
craziness.
Jordan did a little of both.
Yeah,
if you know
I
what
think so,
mean.
yeah.
And you know, we villainize that as a society because remember when Jordan, like, when they even tried to insinuate that Jordan's gambling had something to do with his dad's death.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Like the mob had come after his dad. or something.
Like,
He owed too much money, and that's the reason why. he got killed.
So,
I think I perpetuated that rumor.
Because wasn't it like a Polish assassin that killed him or something like
don't
that?
know.
but it's like this guy's a billionaire. You know, it's insane.
Yeah, he's not going to run out of money.
It doesn't even
The
matter.
Nike deal covered everything.
Well, yeah. So, but that's because the gambling, womenizing, it's like. But these guys are so focused and so good at what they do
That they have no time for relationships that are normal. They have to do them like kind of secondary.
I think that something's got to give on the outside, on the other side of it, where it's like you have to have some vice to level out.
counterbalance?
You
Yeah.
can't just be a robot. Like
Okay.
the human side of you has like.
Is this what's going on with you?
Yeah.
You get
Well, his
skinny,
is
you get
masturbating.
miserable.
No, like-
and then when you're fat, you're fun.
like all
You let that go.
humans.
Powered through.
They they can't just be 100% robot and never waver at all. I think they have to break.
But
somewhere.
why would you need to do something? Why couldn't you just have a relationship somewhere? Why does it have to be something that would be considered something?
Like, why do you need a positive and a negative? Why can't you just make it positive across the board?
I don't know if I buy that.
Well,
Yeah.
because like the gambling, like Shohei could probably gamble in some safer way than he knew. Like, hey, if someone finds out about this, like they already had a plan for sure. The guy's
Yeah, for
smart.
sure.
He's like, hey, if you got to take the, and I'll pay you. Like, we got enough money, you'll be taken care of, but you got to take the hit for
taking the
this.
dive for sure.
And they knew from the beginning. It's like, all right, I'm gonna take the hit if I ever get caught. And he did get caught. He took the hit, and then it made it go away. We got a distance.
No one
ourselves.
talks about it anymore, so for us.
It's like but so I feel like the almost naughtiness of it, like the fact that it wasn't right, was the one thing that goes against. He did everything right, and you need something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it can't be bad
You need
eating
a
or
little
whatever.
seasoning on your whole life.
No, because that'll
Okay.
ruin your career.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got to be something outside of that.
Yeah, and now the Tiger Woods, I think, was the women. Like there was other, like he could have had high priced prostitutes and things that
Well, I
probably
think he did.
Yeah. I guess then he's dabbled.
But they're
in
not going to talk.
Perkins.
Yeah, they're not gonna tell anything.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not going to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Perkins waitress is going to tell on you.
Yeah. So that he couldn't control it.
but also going with what Tom is saying, and I would agree with this.
Now it's a
The
Perkins.
high-priced hooker, not as exciting as
Yeah, 'cause you're already paying for the silence,
Perkins
too.
waitress is more exciting to
the
me.
chance of getting caught.
Yeah,
and like
I see that.
And that makes me feel good because we're all flawed. You see what I'm saying? Like this is a flaw.
I know, I'm
so you
flawed.
need that, yeah.
If this guy was Drago, whatever, like and never had any weakness whatsoever, then it's like, well, like we all look at that person like, well, that's not human, right? It's like I like the flaw.
Yeah.
You know. So what's next?
We definitely we talked about the NBA starts tonight.
Oh, okay.
Tonight, it's the first game is Houston versus Oklahoma City at 7:30.
I will be going to the Magic home opener tomorrow night with
Yeah, they're playing
Cadillac
the Heat,
Pat.
right?
Then we do play the Heat, and I'm going with Cadillac Pat. Cadillac Pat is sending me multiple pictures of some zany outfit he's going to wear.
no.
I may have made a bad decision going with Cadillac because I just
He's
want to
gonna
have a
bring a
nice
Game Boy Advance with him.
I
and
just want to have a
big-
nice time and just sit there quietly and watch the game and just focus
Yeah.
on basketball. I have a feeling he's going to have his Basketball for Dummies book
Yeah.
out. He's
Yeah.
going to have a light
He's
up.
going to try to
magic
drag you to the
jacket.
lounge and talk to
Yeah,
people.
he's
and
gonna be
say, "Look at
carried
it.
around
I'm
a
going to
Sha-
hide a treasure in the lounge here. You can find it.
He's
Yeah.
going to be carried around a Shaquille O'Neal stand up.
Well, when you go to the ball with Ronald,
Yeah.
you get a McDonald's.
I know, you go to McDonald's.
Go with Ronald, you're going to be clowned.
This is your fault.
Yeah, this is my fault.
You didn't go.
But it does sound like fun, though.
It's going to be fun. He suckered me in. You know,
Yeah.
he's a good friend and he's a fun guy.
And it's a rivalry game. It's always good.
He's
Miami
just been
and
sending
Orlando.
me pictures of his outfit, and everything is vintage this, and Shaquille O'Neal pump that, and Little Penny this, and so we'll see. We'll see. I have to pick my outfit tonight.
Now, let me ask NBA fans and you guys.
I love NBA.
Okay.
How do you get excited about one game at the beginning of an insane long season when mathematically the game will not matter?
Yeah, I don't do
Later
that.
on.
That's not
I don't
true.
do that. So you're a fun
Because you're going to miss the playoffs by
Yeah.
one game.
Yeah, you can't. If you beat the Heat, if you beat your
Yeah.
in-state
What's
rival.
so
you're-
long?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's like a first.
But I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, oh, good. It doesn't. The games don't matter as
Yeah.
much. So if we lose this
If you
one,
lose,
no
it's
big
not
deal.
a big deal. We can
Yeah.
make it up, but at the same time, it's still important.
Yeah,
It was like missing your first paintball shot.
it's exactly like that.
How is it like that? I want to hear this logic.
Do you know how much you care?
Explain.
You got a whole hopper full of 200 balls
I know
and
what-
a bunch on your pack.
I don't want you to run out of time for nerds.
Okay.
Do you have
Okay,
any
go.
nerd?
Well, we definitely got to talk about Pokemon Go.
Okay.
They upped the level to level 80 is the highest you could be, but right now you can't logically get to it because it's time gated. You have to do 7 routes in a day is one of the tasks for 71.
Okay,
Wait,
but
what
there's-
does that even mean?
I'm the first one to hit 72 in Orlando, like legally, because I did all the tasks and did it at midnight.
Legally?
I-
What
last
the hell?
night,
What is
okay.
illegal Pokemon?
Okay, there's ways you can cheat the system by spoofing or sending your Pokemon to a different country. Like you can move your location.
Wait a
like
minute. You can get ICE to export
Yeah.
your Pokemon out of the country. You can self-deport.
You can know.
I'm going to self-deport my Pokemon.
And you can
What's that
say
guy doing in the bushes over there? He's spoofing.
Oh my God!
Next to a school.
Oh my God! He's spoofing it good.
He's spoofing in the bushes
Oh
next
my
to school.
God.
No, it's moving your location in the game. So you could say you could be playing in Orlando, but you could send your whole game to like Madrid, Spain, and play from there, which is cheating.
What,
in
you
my
use like a
opinion.
VPN or
VPN or like a spoofing app or something like that. I don't do it, but like
Well, we
so
know because you're
locally-
the only legal number 72 Pokemoner.
Yeah,
Well, how do I know you're not doing it?
because I don't have the things on my phone, and I definitely don't do that. And I
Wait
usually-
a minute. Every man in Florida has a VPN on his phone.
I
It's called
don't have
the
a VPN on my phone. I only go to XNXX because that one's still available
No,
in Florida.
I've watched every video on XNXX.
What was that Dr. Bounty Hunter's son said he spilled orange juice on his pants? I don't believe him
It wasn't
either.
his son.
don't know.
It was his sidekick, Youngblood, with the long gray ponytail.
I don't believe
His son Leland is an innocent man.
You just fast cleaning up the orange juice from your
Yeah.
pants.
Well,
No
everybody
way.
knows if you don't clean orange juice off your jeans quickly,
It'll
it
stain.
will sour in the Florida sun.
Don't do that ever again in my presence.
One time I was cleaning the orange juice on my pants so fast I masturbated.
Like, how vigorously are you cleaning?
I clean everything vigorously.
All right, so they obviously
Yeah, they-
changed the bar so
Yeah.
they can make more money.
So
and
yeah,
people
you can buy
play.
more like storage for your Pokemon and storage
How many
for your items.
Pokemon do you have?
My limit is 8,800 right now.
You have
8,800?
Yeah,
So you own
Yeah.
on your phone
and I delete them all the time. Yeah.
8,800 Pokemon that you are.
Some are shiny, some are hundreds. Yeah,
What's your best Pokemon and what is your most?
Zygarde 100%.
Yeah,
and-
you have a 100% Zygarde Pokemon,
Yeah.
and then what is the
And 100%
littlest, most
IVs.
insignificant Pokemon? you have?
Probably a Plusle that I have on there that's nothing.
Okay.
This guy's this Zygarde spoofing in the bushes.
You made me snort.
So,
And then Homer, your
no.
screen over there.
once it gets to 8,800, like it's hard to even imagine that
You can't treat them all
you're
the
not
same.
No, no, no.
Scrolling
You got
through.
thousands of
It's
these
utility.
guys.
You have Pokemon for different
I
situations.
mean, they're not. They're
Whether
just
you're
a
doing
number to
raids
you
or
now.
doing no.
You're not a father to them. You're just a number to
Make
them
it
now.
88. That's way too much to begin with.
There's more
8,800.
than 700 Pokemon. You got even to have a living dex. You still have to have like about 800 Pokemon.
Do you have
alone.
every Pokemon?
Not yet. No.
How can you have 8,800 Pokemon?
Some
and not
aren't
have-
released yet. Some are. I'm waiting to evolve them at a certain time for certain
What do you get a
purposes.
Christmas hat on them or something? You get a Santa
Yeah, or
hat on
no.
them?
There's little things that like
I don't like that. They're like, oh, make sure you evolve your Pikachu in December so you get a Santa hat on his ass.
Does it tell you on your app how much time
Yeah,
you
it
spent on
Yeah.
this? Okay.
Well,
okay.
the phone tells you automatically how much time you spent on the Pokemon.
Go ahead and
app.
open it up and just
fire
tell
that up. Let's fire that up. Yeah, let's fire
Because
that up. It's going to match the haircut, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
You can't say WH, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
You can't? I thought you could say that. I was almost positive you can.
screen time. There we go. And apps. 11 hours and 51 minutes yesterday.
11 hours of
Well,
Pokemon.
I was also grinding for level 72.
Grinding is not
Yesterday.
holding your phone for 11 hours one day. One day you held your phone and used it for 11 effing hours.
I walked around Southport.
He's cleaning
Park
up
for
all
like
the shoes
5
on his
hours
pants with him.
yesterday.
So 11
That's
hours.
too much. You got to get
So,
off the screens. It's going to kill you.
I'm walking while I'm doing this. So
No,
it's-
you're
it's
not.
better.
I'm looking at you right now. You're not. You're lying. You're dying.
That's like Youngblood saying he's solving crime.
So you're calling me a liar at this point.
Well,
is
no,
what
but
you're
I mean,
saying.
11 hours
I'm
worth
telling
of
I've
walking,
not
you would
sold
look
a single
more fit
lie
than Tom.
here.
11 hours a day of walking?
Not walking, no.
Tom, help me out
Looking
here.
at my
Yes,
screen, yes.
Look, we don't
Walking,
agree on some things.
no.
You help me out here. 11 hours of holding your phone and walking slowly, you'd be the fittest man in Orlando.
Yeah.
I don't do it all the time. That was like one time. It was because I was grinding yesterday. That's the
Don't
reason why.
grind. You need to-
Even one time would make somewhat of a
Well, because you had to get 1,000,000 Stardust to get to the next level, and I was trying to get it
Stardust?
by the 7th day because you had to do a route every day for 7 days.
What is Stardust?
Stardust is what you use to power up the Pokemon. You need
Okay.
that to power them up.
All right. Okay.
All right. There's Stardust all over his pants.
Stardust and candy is what you need to power up Pokemon.
Clean him.
And now they have XL candies that you have to use to power
XL
up to past
candies.
50.
Now
Yeah.
that's something I believe you're. If you told me I've been sitting for 11 hours eating these XL candies, I'd be like, yes, you have.
Yeah, did you have 11 XL candies? Yes.
Yes, I did.
That's the Zargard I know.
Zygarde. Zargard. Let's close to
All
Zardos.
right, what other nerd thing?
Oh, the other things. Did you see the new Running Man?
I did.
Are you going to watch?
I watched
see the
the-
movies.
I watched the
For
trailer.
Glenn Powell.
I watched the trailer for you. I was really looking forward to it. I forgot that it was the same guy from that stupid football movie.
Yes.
It made me mad.
Chad Powers and
it
Glenn
made
Powell,
Me
yeah.
it made me mad that it was him.
I was mad about it too.
And then he turns to the camera and he's like, "Welcome to the Running Man." And I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
See, I'll go pure nostalgia. Like
Okay.
I
Well, it's both of them were based off a Stephen King book, anyways.
The book is great.
The book's great. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Running Man was a laser disc that me and my buddy Adam, my neighbor, lived across the street.
Laserdisc,
Was there
Menifee.
nudity in Running Man? I can't remember.
Oh,
there is.
yes.
Yeah,
there is. So there you go.
is.
There's another movie you can put
Yeah.
to the list.
And it's I love a fat pigman and doing
The one
with
that
spikes
sings
on the
opera.
There was a time.
I
There was
love-
a time when fat guys would cover their bodies like Mad Max and spikes, and I'd be like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
then
It's
they
like
ride
menacing.
Sub-Zero instead of Plane Zero.
Yeah.
They're like they put him in a miniature too. It's a fat guy.
I love the
And he
Asian
sings.
guy who was a hockey player.
He's an
I'm like, that
opera
doesn't
singer.
make any sense.
Yeah.
He's an opera singer.
Yeah, no, I know. I love all the villains.
Jesse the Body Ventura's in that movie too.
I love going from level to level. Now that's where they lost me in this movie. It
Yeah.
seemed to be like an open source, like the world,
An open world map instead
yeah.
of just an arena that they were stuck in.
Yeah.
And then at one point they show
I like
him-
the arena from villain to
Me
villain.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. And I like it being a massive arena that's underground. Also, like, it's weird that at one point in the trailer they show Glenn Powell with like he's dressed like Anchorman, like he's got a mustache
Yeah.
and a fake wig on, and he's like walking across the street, and I'm like, well, like. It is believable to me that somebody would like change their physical appearance.
You try to hide. But the
Yeah,
problem
but
is
like he looks like Anchorman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
because it's supposed to be you're supposed to be getting chased all over the world in this one instead of just the arena. And the problem with that is they're going to have to film it. All they have to do is look for a camera that's following some guy.
Yeah, now I know
Like some drone is following him.
I
Like
don't
there
know
you go.
about this.
Okay.
I think they tried to-
that's the reason why I think the movie's rigged.
This is
and
called
it even
New
says that in the
Manager.
movie.
This is called New Manager, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't have to make it the world.
So
Yeah.
You had to change it, though, right?
It seems so easy to like look at the success of Squid Game, right? Which
Yeah.
is essentially kind of in
Kinda
this
similar,
world of
yeah.
Running Man,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah,
like
Battle Royale.
It's similar.
where
Hunger
like,
Games.
people are competing for money, right?
Yeah.
And then now you've got to like, and you do have now in Squid Game they're all competing against each other, and that's the. But it's like you could easily
Form an alliance, yeah.
do the same thing where it's like, okay, now you have like hired guns you have to compete against to get. It's all for money,
Which is also
and it's
adjacent to the
televised.
longest walk.
And it's televised so the world can see, because we've all said, like, why isn't there some sort of extreme reality show in a different country that, like, inmates are fighting to the death that's
Yeah.
on the internet? Like, we've all been waiting for that
Yeah.
premise. And so it's, like, perfectly set up for a Squid Game mixed with old school Running Man, where there's a boss in each level, and that person has to level themselves up to the main boss and win. Is like,
Yeah.
and while the world's watching. So I'm like, like, God, they could have done it like traditional Running Man. Instead, they opened it up like to the whole world, and like I know that kind of gives a different aspect to it, but I'm like, you didn't really have to do that.
I think you actually get a better version if you'd made the set underground and then make every arena that the Running Man gets into a different kind of almost like Saw did. You know, like Saw, every room that you fell into, the trap would be like have
specific,
some new moral or something.
Some theme to it.
some
Yeah.
Squid
theme
Game did
to
this.
it.
Every level was a different
game, like
different-
children's game, usually too.
And so you could have done it like, you know, and the same thing with Running Man. It's like there's the freeze guy, there's the opera singer,
Or
Pigman.
killer dodgeball. They're throwing
Yeah.
bombs at you instead of dodgeballs.
Yeah, when you make it too big, it almost takes away some of the believability that these people are fighting for their freedom.
Yeah.
If you're already out in the world able to manipulate, like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you.
You figure the game's rigged, and then it doesn't matter at that point.
Correct.
Because it's professional wrestling.
I agree
instead
with
of
that.
Professional sports.
Sure.
Yeah, and then you have the problem of like how do they film it? Is kind of is super unrealistic.
We also kind of knew it was rigged, right? Because the whole setup is guy fighting for money or freedom is going up against game show villain host who has a team of ragtag weirdos that are going to do anything it takes to keep him from never getting escaping.
And the
we
original movie had deep fakes in
and
it
the
too.
trope,
They killed him in the original one. Remember Jesse the Body Ventura kills the girl and Arnold, and they faked it. They did the deep fakes. They took their faces off and they killed like 2 extras.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You don't
I
remember
remember
that?
that.
And then the
Oh,
movie,
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
they
like the
wanted to
first
hide
deep
it.
fakes. Yeah, it was kind of funny that they did that and then became reality later.
If we want to end with one more thing, EJ.
Oh man, Bujan or Stranger Things or Predator Badlands.
Let's do Stranger Things because I can.
Stranger
add to
Things
that.
season 5 last season. They'll release them in 3 sets. They're going to do like the first one is November 21st. Is it 21st? No, 26th. They're releasing the first 4 episodes
Come
on the
to us
26th.
for the most accurate information.
I was
End of
reading
November.
Wicked for Good, what comes out on the 21st.
Okay,
That was
Wicked
on my
for Good
list,
on the
too.
21st, and then Stranger Things on the 26th.
Yeah.
Citrus Cooler has been re-released for Stranger Things.
Okay.
I'm
the
addicted.
Ecto-Cooler one?
I'm addicted to Citrus Cooler. It was the original Michael Jordan's favorite flavor of
Oh,
Gatorade.
yeah, Gatorade, yeah.
It's the orange one that tastes like all citrus, and
Yeah.
I bought 18 different bottles of it.
Yeah.
It's all of my. I love it. Citrus Cooler is
They
so
sell it
damn
at
good.
Target. I saw a whole display of it, like crazy.
It's so good,
Yeah.
man. God, it's good.
So I thought I was going to be able to watch Stranger Things all the seasons
Catch up?
with Tommy because like Max is like he doesn't like scary.
It's
as
too
much.
scary for him?
Tommy, he's fine with it, and so I thought that we were going to watch them all, me, Crystal, and Tommy, until we got to the new season,
Okay.
and then we'd be excited for the new season
Yeah.
because I need to revisit. It's
gotta
been
get
so
ready.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. Like I kind of remember, but it's like Game of Thrones where you like
Yeah.
go back and watch from the
We got
beginning.
the toothless doofus that rides the bike and the curly hair. You got the black kid. You got penis
the 2
haircut.
kids that look the same.
Scoops
Yeah.
Ahoy.
Yeah.
You got what's the fat redheads dead in the pool?
Yeah.
And I know I already mentioned this, but Tommy was kind of bored by it, and it made sense.
I like this kid.
Two episodes in, I was like, he's not getting any of the nostalgia that we got.
Yeah.
He's not getting any of the like all the stuff that we're getting from Stranger Things because he didn't. It's not
Yeah.
his generation. So this is watching it first, and he's like kind of slow. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's not made for him. It's made for me and people that grew up in the '80s as a kid.
When we have Winona Ryder and Sean Austin,
Yeah.
in it, you're like, okay, I remember these guys from the '80s, Goonies, and everything.
It didn't work for me.
So
Really?
Yeah, I like the first season. It was great, but I'm glad I checked out because the tale is over for me.
So now I'm like less excited about the new season. I'll still watch it with Crystal, but I think we're gonna have to wait till they both get older and then we'll watch them all again or something.
Yeah.
But
Are you going to watch them as they come out, or are you going to watch them at the end? Wait till because it's New Year's Day is the last episode comes out.
We'll do one
New Year's
episode a day. I don't have the time to do like hours.
Yeah,
You
4
mean
hours.
11 hours worth of?
Well,
could you do 11 hours worth
Not
of
even-
Pokemon?
not
That's
even
8 hours. 8 hours of show. I'll do more Pokemon than I'll watch that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the one episode a night before me and Crystal go to bed,
Yeah.
just like the standard old middle-aged one episode.
You watch one episode of The Sopranos.
Which I'm excited about because it seems rare that a new show that is like I'm waiting for the new House of Dragon too.
Oh, when that
That's going
comes
to be a
back
while.
out,
And then I'm trying to think. Then
You should watch Gen V. That's the thing that's out right now.
Gen V is. I started watching that because of you. I finished The Boys because I'm.
If you're caught up on Gen V and The Boys,
I watch TV like a weirdo. I don't watch it like you regular people do. You guys watch Stranger Things when you should watch it. I'll watch it like maybe 40 years from now when it becomes nostalgia.
See, I like waiting until the end of the season and then watch it all the way through. I like that better because the waiting's not
Gen
fun.
V, I'm going to give you flowers for that's one of the best suggestions you've given me. I don't know any of the actors, and I think that's why I
think that's why I like it too.
I think because
they're all newbies.
You have no expectations of how these people act, and so when you watch them, it looks like a completely new.
Except for
the
Cypher.
Mind Girl.
Cypher is the guy that he's in other stuff all the time.
Yes, you're correct. And Homelander makes an appearance. And no spoilers, but it's good. And if you like The Boys, I think you would like this.
Nudity and violence.
All right.
It's pretty darn violent. Maybe.
Especially very bloody, especially because the one girl's powers are blood born.
It's got, and I don't think this is a spoiler, it's got Ariana Grande's ugly red-haired boyfriend from Wicked in it. And he plays...
I forgot he's in that.
He plays what's that guy's name? He can mind control people.
Godolkin.
Godolkin. He plays Godolkin, and he is... I hate to give him flowers, too, because I don't like that guy. He's good.
He's fantastic in that. His scene,
He is such a, he is sinister. He's good as a mind-controlling elf man or whatever he is.
That's kind of a little spoiler. You got to be careful.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right. Thank you. But no, it's good. It's good. It's a good show.
Does he look like a W.H. Dugolkin? All right. Let's get out of here. EJ, you got anything to plug?
Nothing. I just play Pokemon Go. Hey! Me and Tom are going to race in swimming again.
If you see EJ walking around for 11 hours,
go say hi to it. Tell him
Southport.
Good job on your fitness journey.
We'll see you in a minute. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube, and you can join us. Just search for @TomandDanLive on all social media, and you could be in the chat room right now, and you could actually be seeing our guest live, and we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, don't forget our completely free beer fest happening November 22nd. It's the Bad Business Beer Fest. We start giving out sample cups at noon. Beer starts pouring at 2. We've got live music. We've got tons of vendors, food trucks, and free beers and seltzers and THC beverages.
Yeah, every beverage that alters you will be there.
Yeah, you got to be 21. Bring your ID.
Yep, bring your ID and bring your family, bring your pets, bring your grandma. It's a family-friendly event. It's always a really cool day, and the weather's going to be phenomenal.
Yep, and then the next day, Sofa and Suds, the Sanford Couch Races.
Yes.
That starts at 2, and Daniel and I will be hosting that as well.
Yep, we took the bed races from Key West. We made it better by making them sofas and putting it slap dab in the middle of downtown historic Sanford.
Let's get to our weird job.
Yes, sir. I got a weird job theme for him, here we go. This is a different one. This is kind of, maybe you can hear the theme, and then go like, ooh, I think I might know what our guy does. All right, let's see if this thing works here.
Tom wanted to do a bit. He called it Weird Job Wednesday. Dad really likes it. Tom says that's bullsh. It's another Weird Job Wednesday. What are you doing? What is your job? Are you neat? Are you tidy? Or are you a fat slob? Do you make a lot of money and you sit up in your tower looking down on all the people who are working by the hour? It's a Weird Job Wednesday.
Well, maybe he's a pirate. Right? Maybe.
It's a pirate adjacent, I would say.
Is it pirate adjacent?
Yes, it's Weird Job Wednesday.
You make that just for me. All right, let's get it out of here. All right, let's talk to our guest.
On Zoom with us right now is Captain Michael Perna. How you doing, Mike?
Very fine. Thank you very much. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, awesome. Wow, that's really crazy, man.
Well, thank you very much.
I've always wanted to hear somebody say, I don't think that's ever been said on our show.
That's been said.
Not on our show. I don't think on our show we've ever had somebody say that.
They always say that.
how is not every caller say that? I mean, that's the
Well,
thing
we
to
don't really
say,
have
right?
call. I mean, sometimes we do, but they don't say that.
They're like just been listening for a day or so.
I'm bringing it back.
I've called 3 times already.
Well, thank you so much for the time. And I guess, Tom, should we just say, hey, man, what's your weird job?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and call him a treasure finder.
Treasure finder. Yeah.
So,
You are a professional treasure finder. Besides a captain, you're a treasure finder.
That is correct, yes. The technical term is I am a historic shipwreck salver.
Whoa.
Okay, so Mike, let's talk about how'd you get into this business to start, and then we'll work our way to the recent find because we watch you on the news.
Oh, man.
And, this is the dream of mine, actually.
And we must be like...
I think the dream of every kid that grew up in the 80s watching Goonies.
I will say and especially in Florida, if you were a little Florida boy like both me and Tom are... Yeah. Like, there's something about treasure finding or being like the whole Mel Fisher thing when I was a kid, or like even like Jacques Cousteau and like these people that would go out and like be doing some sort of discovery out in the ocean. I was like, well, that's what I want to be. I want to do that. So how did you get into it?
Yeah. Chasing your dream is always a thing, right? I mean, you guys are doing it in your own way with this radio show, right?
Yeah.
No, for me, I mean, same thing. Florida boy, grew up here just right along the heart of the Treasure Coast. And, it was just kind of something that always took place off our shore. And as I grew up, surfing, fishing, skating, growing up in this area, just decided to grab a metal detector one day after, like you said, watching Mel Fisher on TV. And I figured, I'm pretty good at almost anything. I could get out here with a metal detector. I'll be rich overnight. And that was a huge eye-opening thing because that was not the case at all. And so I figured, the hours and hours spent on the beach looking for treasures, I decided, the stuff's coming out of the water. Maybe I should get in the water. And so I got dive certified and then met somebody that worked on a boat, and just kind of natural progression, found myself, in the water diving for treasure. And then that kind of evolved into this passion for, working shipwrecks.
Did you specifically, Tom and I are dive certified. But I never thought...
I'm advanced, sir.
He is advanced.
You cannot call us equal. I have an advanced Groupon.
It's advanced Groupon. It's advanced Groupon, which I feel like makes us... And he's Patty, and I'm Nowie. So I feel like I get the edge on education. I get the edge.
Right on, yeah.
Yeah. But you got your certification and specifically started hunting at what age? Do you remember when you first started doing it?
So I was probably right around 18 and then landed on a boat around 20 basically.
So this is a life that's incredible. Also, I'd like to point out we do have a lot of lady listeners, and they are really being they find you very attractive, and they're not holding back in the chat room. Yeah.
Well, he's a treasure-finding sea captain. What's not attractive about that?
Yeah, he's showing his ring now. So
Sorry.
Yeah, hands off, ladies.
So Mike, let's just talk about the beginning of how you go about even finding... The ocean's a big place. I don't know if anybody knew this.
Yeah. Write this down, folks. We're about to strap in.
So, and we've always heard all the amount of shipwrecks, and a lot of them are documented, some undocumented, and they're so we kind of know hey, this ship was carrying this much gold. It went out of this harbor, and that's all we know. And there's a hurricane around this time, and so how do you even start with the area of where to look?
Yeah, so for us, the Mel Fisher, saga and legacy was carried on into the modern day. So, in the 1960s, when people started with scuba diving, became popular, and they were finding coins on the beach, they wound up in the water, and they started to discover these shipwrecks. And, fast forward all these years later, the areas that they had discovered, we're basically still working those same sites. So, as you mentioned, the ocean is a very large place. And these particular shipwrecks were very well documented. They went down in 1715 is the year that the fleet sank. There were 11 to 13 ships. We know 11 for sure. And one of them actually was far enough north that it made it beyond the winds of the hurricane and actually made it back to Spain. But, guys like me today, the shipwrecks came in. They raging hurricane blasted onto the shoreline, exploded into bits. Their upper structure traveled for many, many miles, just dropping material along the ocean floor. And so the old timers worked all of the infield of the wreck areas where those main, where the wreck came ashore basically, and there'd be a ballast pile and dropped all its cannons and anchors and stuff like that. But, when the upper decks broke apart and that stuff traveled for miles, it'd take lifetimes to chase those trails. So people like myself just using modern search equipment, search electronics. Obviously, we have GPS now, which is a huge leg up they did not have back when. And we just kind of follow those breadcrumb trails of material, sometimes for miles, until we, discover the next lick, basically. So that's kind of what's happened here this summer.
I'd like to kind of rewind a second, something you said, because this is something that I've never thought about, and I don't think the average person who's envisioning a shipwreck thinks about this stuff. You think of a ship breaking apart, like me, average non-treasure finder, you think, oh, the shipwreck there, all the treasure's there. It's not. Not at all. It's a trail, maybe
of debris,
like an endless trail of debris. That's and then it's falling,
and it gets pushed and scattered by storms
and by other currents. So this could be how long? Can you give me an idea of how long one of the trails would be?
Well, there was an account in 1715, weeks after the storm, of the governor of Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, having made an account that there was some flotsam that had washed up along their shore. So, you figure that's several hundred miles north to Virginia that material had traveled. I mean, there's nothing to stop it. But people think that it's like a shipwreck at the bottom of a fish tank or something. It's the Goonies. There's this whole thing. That is not the case at all. If you were actually to swim across one of these wreck sites, you wouldn't even know that you were on a wreck site as you look down at the ocean floor. There's nothing to see. The organic material, all the wood and stuff like that, has just been pounded to bits. And because we're so close to the shoreline, it's a high energy zone with the surf action and stuff. And there's it's just pounded all that stuff down into the sediment. And like you say, and then the currents over the next 300 years, all the hurricanes, everything, it's drug all that material all over the place. So it's not like you would imagine. It's very laborious. It's a lot of hard work. And for guys like us, it's a lot of not finding, and then the occasional, little pocket of glory, we say.
Right.
So Mike, how much on the ocean searching do you do compared to in the ocean or underwater? How's that balance? Is a lot of the equipment searching for sonar, weird shapes above the ocean, then that's when you dive? Tell us about that process.
Yeah, so part of what we're doing out here, because there has been that 40, 50-year run of people working on these sites, they did a very good job back when keeping records of where they were finding stuff. And so we can use that as kind of a base map, so to speak, of where to then search from. So, for example, if we look at that map and we discover that someone has found a piece of silver or gold here and then a piece there, we can draw a line and now we want to search over here, kind of thing. Sonar is definitely a piece of search electronics that is in our arsenal. But kind of like I mentioned, there's very few artifacts that actually stick out of the sand. And so the way that sonar works, it doesn't really penetrate subsurface. So, if there were something large sticking out of the sand, then sure, it would see it. But for these types of shipwrecks, again, because they've just been so decimated, the sonar is not rendered useless, but for actually identifying a target that we would want to go search. So the piece of search electronics that we use with remote sensing in particular is called a magnetometer. And that is I guess in layman's terms, it's basically a device that measures the magnetic field of the Earth. And so if you were to take something like a piece of iron and set it in front of the sensor, it would disrupt that because iron is magnetic. And so it disrupts that. And so that sensor would sense that object.
That's
and
cool.
So on these old shipwrecks, there was a lot of iron in the way of cannons and anchors, and certainly muskets and pistols and swords and cannonballs and all of these types of things. And so the magnetometer will sense that. Of course, it won't sense any of the precious metal that we're searching for, so it's kind of an evil trick that God has played on us, that we can find all of this other, other type of material, but not exactly what we're looking for. But nevertheless, for searching in areas that are, what we would call out in the middle of nowhere because they're so far from the main piles of the wrecks, this is kind of the best thing we have that eliminates, the entire ocean and gets us down into more of a narrow search field. And then we can really get down there with metal detectors and sift around and use our expertise and our methodology to sniff out those trails and stay on them. So
That's
it
awesome.
is like a real live treasure hunt for sure.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
So, Mike, I'm curious with how much of your job is being an archaeologist as well as you're trying to find the precious metals, like you said, but you also come across a lot of
artifacts, right?
artifacts of stuff, and you have to know what they are. And how much of your job is that?
Yeah, no, exactly. From doing it for many, many years, I can oftentimes just look at something and kind of see more or less the shape of it. But from laying in the ocean for several hundred years, iron especially encrusts, and so it'll just get like a very large concretion around it. And, unless you have kind of a discerning eye from having done this with much experience, you would look at that and think, wow, it just looks like a rock, and never know that it's in fact a pistol or like, a sword handle or something really cool like that. But yeah, that's just kind of experience and being in it. Oftentimes I tell, especially new people when they get in this, is learn your artifacts, just because once you become familiar with the items that were, in people's possessions in colonial times, then when you see something, you can kind of catch the shape of it. Or especially divers, there are artifacts out there like ballast stones that came from the shipwreck. Are you guys familiar with what a ballast stone would be?
No, explain it to me.
I'm basically a captain. Captain Mike, you could actually refer to me as captain.
He also doesn't like to say he doesn't know things, which is why you saw him go like, I'll just say I don't know.
I know what ballast stones are. They're huh?
So at the bottom of a sailing ship, I'll just tell you, at the bottom of a sailing ship, there, the mast sticks up real high and it's top heavy, right? So they put a bunch of weight down at the bottom of the ship, basically to keep the ship from flipping over in heavy winds or whatever. And so back when, they used just smooth, round river rocks, and those river rocks just made up literally the entire bottom of the hull of the ship just for added weight. And that's, what they call ballast. Today in sailboats, when you see like the keel of a sailboat, it's actually completely full of lead. Most people don't know that, but that's what they use nowadays.
I didn't know that.
Anyways, the point of telling you all of that is that if a diver is out swimming around and, doesn't know their artifacts per se, they could swim by what could potentially be a piece of a shipwreck, just in the way of those ballast stones laying on the ocean floor. So similarly, we just tell people, learn your artifacts so you can spot those types of things.
So I'm curious too, when you actually are scuba diving an area that you are searching, what is involved with, what are you exactly looking for? I've seen like video and like we mentioned Mel Fisher and like other, treasure hunters. They sometimes employ giant vacuums that are sucking from the top of the ship, where the scuba divers essentially just sucking sand in the grid area. So then they're basically, sifting it on the ship itself, and they have a crew doing that. I've seen other treasure hunters turn their like these giant propellers essentially to blow water down at an area to blow the sand out, and then essentially look that way. It's kind of like if you ever go to the beach and you're using your hand to blow the sand away from a shell, like it exposes underneath. So like, do you use any of those methods? Is it all just scuba divers looking by hand?
No, you nailed it. I mean, everything that is available to us, to get the job done is in the arsenal. So, yeah, we would use any and all, methods that are what I would say legal and practical to go ahead and do what we do to search. So, yeah, sometimes the material is relatively exposed or not under a lot of sand, and sometimes it's under a lot of sand, and it does require, removing that sediment for sure.
Well, you're doing this, and you're doing it, obviously, like the archaeological aspect of this and the historical aspect of this, there's some ethics that go with it. So you're out there collecting things, and you're finding this treasure. But do you ever have to deal with people that, because this is
this is Spain's gold. It belongs in a Spanish museum.
I'm sure you deal with that, but like, what about like just rogue people that think this is a sexy thing to do, and they're like, well, I can just go out there. Do you ever have to deal with anybody just doing it like amateur hour style, or like, I guess, is that illegal, or like, how does that work? Because like, you guys are obviously in charge of an area, and that's your area, and you are licensed to do that, right?
Yeah, so that is part of my pitch here today, is just to express to everyone that everything that we're doing out here is 100% legal. And so the company, I'm actually a subcontractor, so I have my own boats and
Cool.
my own operation, but I do not have I do not hold the permits to do this. The company that does is called Queen's Jewels LLC.
Yep.
And they hold all of the admiralty rights from the pretty much carried over from the Mel Fisher days, and then we work on those areas as subcontractors. But you're absolutely right. There is a bunch of regulation and red tape that shrouds all of this. And if your average person were to go out into the water and do this, I mean, obviously, you're not going to get in trouble unless you get caught. But if you did, you find something and you report it or make that public, I mean, there's certainly a subject to being fined and arrested and all of this kind of stuff too. Because there is a lot. So with everything that we're doing is all very much above board.
So, Mike, what if me and Daniel took my boat out, and then we just
This is
followed
kind of what
you?
I was talking about. Yeah, this is kind of the scenario I was dreaming of.
We both got. I got my scuba diving equipment.
I'll use your wife's gear.
Yeah, and then we go out there, we see where you're at, and then we're just like, we'll just get
Follow him, follow
100
him.
yards away, and then me and
I think
Daniel,
he saw me. I think Captain Mike saw me.
we jump in there, and we're searching down there. We're like, this has got to be the area.
And this guy kicks up silt like a madman. Oh, he does not have a delicate flipper. He's big feet in it.
I have no gauges. It's all leaking. Anyways,
like pig pen down there.
So what happens if someone's on your area or in your area? Can you kick them out?
Like a hot dog cart. Hot dog carts have areas. If you're at the hot dog cart's area, you beat the other hot dog cart man up.
Well, if you go into someone,
that can get pretty competitive, right?
Dude, you're allowed to shoot someone in Florida if they're stealing lobster from your traps.
Yeah, especially in Publix. In Publix, you can shoot them if they're stealing lobster from the back.
Yeah, no bueno is the short answer to that. Also, I would say that I would be glad to give you the GPS coordinates to the area that we were in because, without the high level of experience and the ability to do the work that we do, again, you basically stand no chance.
Yeah, we'd die.
I know what gold looks like. I've seen it.
We're in a tiny deck boat.
But it's very difficult. So yeah, it's not as easy as just I'll go out there and the chances. I would say that if you did strap on a metal detector and gave it a shot and found something, it would just be an absolute stroke of luck. So, yeah.
Well, I'm a very lucky guy.
Yeah, and fantastic. Maybe I'll start following you around. And hey, if you're that lucky, just come with us.
I'm joking.
We need more sea captains on our show.
Well,
here's making me laugh.
Well, here's the thing, Mike, is that everybody, and then let's get to the actual discovery that you guys just did, because everybody only sees that, and they don't see the 10,000 hours that you went out and just worked all day,
every day,
grueling work, all for nothing, you know, and then they only see the hit and the treasure find. So let's talk about you guys just stumbled across $1 million in gold and silver, right?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. We have a joke on the boat that, this is the kind of thing that they don't show in the treasure books because that's basically what we do. I mean, it's a lot of hard work. And then every once in a while we have these little pockets of glory. And, much like me being on your show now, everybody reminds us how great we are. But, the rest of the time we're kind of sucking mud for sure. Yeah, that's a real thing. With this particular find, it can get a little confusing. We have a 2-boat operation, and so I'm in charge of one of the boats, and then we put together another boat this summer, and a guy who's been diving with us, Levin Shavers, he's now the captain of that other boat, and then lo and behold, right out of the gate, third day out, he wound up kind of getting into, a silver coin, and then that led to another silver coin, which led to a few more silver coins, which by the end of the summer wound up being 1,051. And so on the other boat that I'm on, we wound up finding the 5 gold coins. So it's kind of a nice contrast and, the cherry on top of what was a fantastic summer for sure.
So Mike,
man.
when you hear that someone found the first silver coin, do you know immediately it's like, oh, we're on it, or it's somewhere near here, or could it just be a rogue? And like, have you found one and none other ones before, or is like that one coin the start? You know, it's the start of it.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. The ocean giveth and the ocean taketh away. I mean, whenever we're finding stuff, the faucet can turn off at any time. And yes, sometimes, if we just happen upon what would be a scattering of material, we may find one or two here and there, and then that could potentially lead to more singles or, then the next dump. With what Levin did this summer, and part of what makes it so unique and really awesome is that, he just jumped right on the pile. So there was no chasing this breadcrumb trail to the end of the rainbow. I mean, he... third day out, just boom, there it is. So that, awesome.
It
Every
sounds
once in
a
while,
lot
like grand slam,
This is for you because Tom loves gambling, and this is very much like it feels very gambling because I have this crazy imagination, right, Mike? So I'm envisioning a plank in the water, right? And on top of that plank is one silver coin. And this plank's just floating through the ocean or whatever, and then the coin and just dips to one side, then the coin just falls. You know what I mean? Like, and then you go, and then you guys are out there with your boats, and you're spending tens of thousands, millions of dollars, and you suck up one coin, and that's all that's there. And that's like, wow, that's wild. That's mind-blowing. Or 1,000, or it could be 1,000.
But just like gambling, and Mike knows, most people don't win. Most people don't find treasure, I imagine. And
is the ocean the house? Is that,
I think, the ocean always wins.
Here's the thing. It's to reference, or make the analogy, chasing your dreams, part of chasing your dreams, you have to be persistent. So if you really want to make something come to fruition, you just have to keep at it. And you will be successful, but you just have to keep going. But what I was going to say, what's fantastic about your mental image of the plank and the coin, part of what we're doing here, part of all of this is treasure really sparks the imagination and creativity, much like, astronauts, dinosaur bones and firemen and stuff like this. This is one of those things. And so just having conversations about treasure, actually holding a piece of wreckage or coins in your hands from 300 years ago, the first thing that happens is your imagination ignites. And just like you did, I mean, you start imagining all of these really fantastic things, where this coin was in the past, the story, the travel it's been on, who held it last, and all of those things are just tremendously positive and good, so that's part of it for sure.
Well, Mike, let's talk about the actual treasure itself, because most of the quote-unquote treasure are coins and precious metals. Like is going back to the Goonies, like there's always the depiction of not only treasure chests of coins, but also like jewels and
usually
like
a lot of
crowns,
and then decorative swords.
But there's like diamonds involved, and I'm like, I don't think there was ever diamonds.
And then amulets. There's a lot of amulets in there.
There's no diamonds off the coast of Florida and in the Bahamas. Like diamonds are in Africa. Like anyway, so that's what we're looking, just all precious metals, correct?
No. In fact,
get him, Mike.
I invite you to go check out some of the any of the literature that you can find on it. But there's a really great website. It's a nonprofit. They're called the 1715 Fleet Society.
I'm on there right now.
Yeah, you can go on there, and every month they post a treasure of the month, and then they show different treasures that have come up out of the waters out here. But one of the most famous and magnificent and valuable emerald mines in the world is down in Colombia. And so after the original conquests, once they started mining these precious gems and stuff, absolutely, they would put them in jewelry. They were sending them back to Spain in raw form to be made into jewelry there. Anything that you could imagine that would be on one of these ships is absolutely on one of these ships. And that was part of the lure of the New World to people in the Old World back when, to kind of get them to risk their life and limb and cross the ocean, in the pursuit of potentially wealth or a better life. And there was a lot of really, really cool artifacts and things like that.
What's one of the strangest things you've ever found, like personally?
It's I always try and arm myself with answers to these questions. I honestly couldn't tell you. I mean, we find so many cool things. Strangest, I don't know. I guess I certainly would have to think about it.
I always like it when they find something that you don't think people had, like where they're like on the Titanic, and we found a chamber pot. You know, and I'm like, somebody like years ago crapped in that. You know, I'm like, that's wild. You know,
a chamber pot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something out there. It's not treasure, but you know.
Well, since we're talking about things like that, they actually used to have they call them Gleister pumps, and it was basically like a giant syringe that they would fill full of salt water and relieve constipation. So that I've never personally found one, but that is definitely one of those types of artifacts.
That's my kind of treasure, right? Yeah, and I'd like, you know what, a real man captain's talking about down there. He goes,
we got a whole bunch of old douchebags.
Yeah, but there's that kind of stuff too. Part of what we're doing, I mean, even as long as I've been doing it, I never ever stop learning. I mean, we're not only creating this treasure map in reverse, so to speak, by finding these artifacts and then putting their locations on the map, and that reveals kind of the footprint of what's happened to the wreck over time, after the sinking. But, once we find an artifact exactly that, you look at it and you say, geez, what the heck is this thing? And then that causes everybody to do a bunch of research. This summer, in fact, one of the unique artifacts that we found that is featured on that 1715 Fleet Society page, there was a lead seal. Typically lead seals back when were small. You could imagine something smaller than like a soda can, a bottle cap size.
Sure.
And it was just a little piece of lead that had like a decoration or an insignia on it. And that would be attached or affixed to, let's say, some textiles or, a bale of tobacco or something like that. And basically to give ownership, so you could track it and say, oh, this is so-and-so's bale of tobacco, basically, right? So this particular lead seal that we found, instead of being the size of a bottle cap, was about this big.
Wow.
Much larger. And when I first found it, I thought it was, I just felt it in my hand. I thought it might have been a gold disc. The visibility was kind of poor when we got it up to the boat and looked at it. We realized it was lead. Kind of disappointed it wasn't a gold bar or a gold disc.
Sure,
I went back down to finish checking. And when I came back, the guys were like, wow, there's markings on here. Check this out. Well, when we got it back to the lab and did some investigation, it turns out that actually was a picture of the king. And when we did some further research, we discovered that it was actually King Philip II. And so this particular artifact was something that was issued from the king, likely to somebody else that would have given them their nobility status or like land ownership. And so this would have been attached to like a bale of papers, but it would have been like the royal seal. So, anybody could have had a piece of paper that says, hey, I'm this noble person. But if you've got the royal seal that came straight from the king, well, then, yeah, that's definitely it. And, so something like that is something no one's ever seen out here on these sites and was unique. So, but we didn't know when we first found it that's what it was. We had to do the research.
That's a darn good example of what I was asking for. That's fantastic.
Mike, I'm super curious to, you find this treasure, and what's the first step? Do you have to report it to someone? Do you have to tell Spain or where this, you knew where the ships came from. Do you have to notify their government at all? What's the official process? And then I'm sure you have to keep it a secret. Like you said, it took a summer to get to basically clear the site, and you have to keep it a secret because you don't want other people going out there and trying to steal the treasure. Then I want to talk about processing it. How do you go about selling it, or how's that process? Tell me about all that.
Okay, you may have to break that back up because I'll start on a little tangent and then I'll forget some of those questions.
That's what we do here. We're tangent, Jason.
I already forgot them.
Let's go. So I think addressing the first one. The Federal Admiralty Court has jurisdiction over the site, and they, as I mentioned before, give substitute custodianship to Queen's Jewels. We then subcontract through Queen's Jewels. We go out and collect whatever we collect during the course of the summer, based on our efforts, but also we do it with archaeological practice. So that means that we do a very extensive and lengthy data recording as far as the amount of information we collect about everything that we do out there every day. And that looks like the location of the artifacts, what the artifacts were, these types of things. All of that goes into a field report. We're definitely getting more granular as to what we're doing out there. But yeah. And so when we find material and that comes up, you're absolutely right. Queen's Jewels takes possession of it. and then they do all of the conservation on that material, and then that material is then shown to the Admiralty Court, and then the Admiralty Court just views the material and then gives title back to Queen's Jewels at the end of that annual process. And so Queen's Jewels, will at that point be awarded title and ownership physically of the material. And so,
do they sell it, or like does it?
And then it depends. A lot of what we do is in partnership with like that nonprofit. There's a partnership with the state of Florida, so up to 20% of what we find goes into the state museum for posterity.
Cool.
Yep. So there's a lot of that goes on, and like you said, with the ethics of archaeology and stuff, we definitely tread that line carefully. Obviously, it costs a lot of money to do what we do. And so there is the potential of, recouping some of that money from the artifacts. But, all of that is, it just depends on the artifact. So, yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, but the state of Florida also wants me to report my tips. And guess what? It's been a bad tipping season because I'm not reporting nothing.
That's the way it is. And honestly, that stems all the way back to what we do, because these coins were likely considered contraband on these wrecks. And so even though they were very good, the Spanish were very good at their record keeping back when, and a lot of the treasure went back, a lot of the treasure that went back was registered, and a portion of it went to the king. In fact, a royal fifth is what they called it, which was a 20% tax, interestingly enough. But, people were doing much of the same thing and doing whatever they could to line their pockets with whatever they could. And oftentimes on these shipwrecks, there would be maybe even twice the amount of contraband than there is in registered treasure on the vessels. And it's likely that the coins that we found this summer are part of that contraband as well, that again, aren't registered in any way, and just something that someone had gotten their grubby paws on in the New World, and then was smuggling it back to Spain, to improve their life.
And in this particular wreck, it was how many ships? Can you give me an idea of like how big one of these ships was? Because like when I was reading, 1,500 people, perished in the hurricane.
That's a crazy amount.
And I'm trying to wrap my tiny brain around like, okay, how many men were on one ship? Because that's not a lot of ships for a lot of people.
Exactly. Yeah, there would be hundreds of people on one vessel at a time. These vessels aren't very big. I don't know if you've ever had an opportunity to tour like the Nina or the Pinta that travels around. The Christopher Columbus's ships. They made replicas and they sailed around. And
I'm more of a Santa Maria type of guy.
And then there's another one called the
Santa Maria.
And it's also a replica, and you can go on it. And I think that anybody that actually steps foot on one of those ships realizes just how horrible it had to have been back when traveling across the ocean. Yeah. And then, like you said, there may be up to 300, 400, 500 people on one of these ships. It's just you can't even wrap your head around that in and of itself. And then food and water is in short supply. They've got livestock and whatever else going on the boats. It was just horrible. And then you actually get in a storm, or the doldrums, the wind's not blowing, whatever the circumstances are. I mean, it was a rough life, and it's no wonder when you hear on these ships back when so many people died each time with the crossing. I mean. You could imagine if you were out in the sun, not much to drink, and then got seasick for like a week and just, hurled your guts out for all that time, you're probably going to be in bad shape. And now the only thing you have to even bring you back is a piece of salted meat that's just like eating a salt lick, or it's a horrible situation.
Real bad stuff. So, and then I read that they had put together like a salvaging area for the shipwreck, and then I was reading fast, but then a bunch of other pirates figured out where the salvage area was, and then they attacked the salvage area and stole a bunch of gold and like killed everybody, right?
You're absolutely right. So early on in the conquest, obviously Christopher Columbus came over, 1492. Spanish conquistadors followed him, and by the early 1500s, they were already making their way further into the Americas. Florida was discovered. Mexico was discovered, and a lot of the islands in the Caribbean and stuff. So when they did, I lost my train of thought. What did you ask me?
Oh, it's about the salvaging party being attacked by the pirates.
Correct. What wound up? I'm sorry, I was going off on a tangent, but I was going to bring it back. You're fine. The Spanish enjoyed, not a lot of competition in the New World very early on. But by 1715, they had already been over here for 200 years. If you know your history, which I'm sure you do, the Mayflower is already here. When you look at St. Augustine, just to the north, you have Mayport. The French were right there. So the French, the English, the Dutch, they were all here. And they were putting a lot of pressure on, basically the Spanish in their empire to, claim some territory for themselves. But, now you have a bunch of people over here just kind of rogue, ransacking the Spanish. And you're absolutely right. So immediately following the sinking of the 1715 fleet, the Spanish went to work to try and recover whatever they could. But, every day there's another ship on the horizon sailing by. And every once in a while, those ships would come ashore and, well armed and raid those camps where the Spanish had their recovered, treasure.
Horrible
basically.
life. This is a horrible life.
I just had some salted meat and my morning diarrhea, which means I'm dying.
Yeah.
And then there's some ships. They're gonna come kill me with a horrible molten hot musket ball.
Yeah, exactly. People were much tougher back then than they are today.
Oh, yeah.
So Mike, real quick, like when you start, and I saw a little bit this on the news where you go about the process of now cleaning the coins. And are there some of them you leave unclean because they may be more valuable to like people that want to have our purchases of their
True,
house,
untouched treasure.
Yeah. Like, and then like tell us about the process of cleaning the silver coins.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. Some artifacts do remain uncleaned for various reasons. Perhaps that it's in the artifact's best interest not to be cleaned because it could further damage it. For the most part, coins kind of undergo a pretty, boilerplate standard process. And although there are various methods by which the artifacts can be conserved and cleaned, typically these coins just undergo, like I say, that general process. They're cleaned and photographed and weighed both before and after they've been cleaned, and then documented extensively in a database. That information winds up on our base maps. That information winds up with the state, again, for posterity and their records. And, yeah.
And so
That's cool, man.
And then,
that is so cool.
Is any of this stuff ever sold to the open market? Are there like some auctions of people that just auction off these treasures that people find? I mean, you mentioned about like a certain percentage has to go to Florida and to like archaeology.
You should purchase a pirate.
And then we've known
a pirate coin.
The the silver coin is worth more to a person than the value of the silver in like weight, right?
For sure, yeah. There's a historical value that's attached to each one of these artifacts. A good example of this is, if I gave you or showed you a shoe from the 1900s, you say, hey, that's fantastic. It's a shoe from the 1900s. I give you $5. But now all of a sudden I give you a piece of paper with that shoe that said it came off of the Titanic. Obviously that shoe's worth a lot more. Yeah. So it's that story that goes along with it. A great example of that also is like the Mel Fisher treasures. When you look at coinage from the time period, the Tosha that Mel Fisher found down in Key West sank in 1622. If you look at similar coins that are on the open market that, perhaps survived, 400 years and being in circulation in someone's safety deposit box in Europe or whatever, those coins fetch, several $100s to several $1,000s. But now all of a sudden you attach that Mel Fisher certificate to the coin, and you have that entire legacy of Mel Fisher and the story of the shipwreck and all that goes with it. The value of that coin goes up. So for sure, if people think, just melt it all down and, whatever, that's the way to go. I mean, yeah, sure, you could, but you're just going to wind up with a bunch of metal versus like this incredible piece of history.
Yeah. I like the stamping and looking after some of the coins have been cleaned. You can see the cross on there. And there's something very eerie about looking at how that cross has been worn by either fingers or the ocean or whatever you want to call it. There's something there. It's just really neat. Really, really cool, man.
So Mike, just to give our audience an idea, because I feel like most people feel like if you are involved in a treasure finding operation, you're immediately rich beyond our wildest dreams. And obviously it's public that is the treasure is valued about $1 million. So like when you're involved in something like this, what does that mean for you personally? Not to get to exact numbers, but is this a huge financial windfall for you, or because of how everything's set up is like?
Are you in the hole? Does your wife hate this?
Yeah, no, I mean, this is like a glorified hobby is what we're doing out there. I mean, the amount of time and money and effort that we spend in it, if you were to, hand that over to an accountant and look at your balance sheet, you're probably losing money. So that's just the reality of this. Certainly there's always the possibility of, just striking it rich, but there's been only a handful of people, I would say, in modern day history, and especially with shipwrecks that have actually, had that level of success. And it didn't happen overnight. I mean, like the Mel Fisher story. I mean, he just alone in the Atocha was down there for 15 years looking for it. He lost his son and daughter-in-law. I mean, there was a tremendous amount of sacrifice that went into that. So, what we're doing, we do it for the passion of doing it. I certainly started thinking I was going to get rich quick, and that is certainly not the case. So now it's kind of evolved into something a little bit, I would say, just more colorful for me.
Yeah. But you love it, right? I mean, it seems like you do. Yeah, I can tell the way you talk about it. And it's really cool to see you nerd out a little bit about something that's your dream. Like, we've been talking to a lot of people this week that are accomplishing their dreams, not to get inspirational here at the end, but this is cool to see somebody that's actually doing it. Not everything has to be about a financial windfall. Maybe it has to be about just having your mind in a good space and doing something you truly love, man.
Let's get inspirational, man. I'm about it. No, I mean, do what you love doing. I mean, it's how life is short and it's not all about money, right? So absolutely.
I'm finding that out. Yeah.
So doesn't mean you're not going to struggle, but
does it bum you out? Because I'm, I like math, and I would say to myself, well, this is a once in a lifetime find, and I bet I'm never going to find another treasure.
So you're saying you'd quit. So you would quit after 5.
Well, it's just like...
Are you trying to convince him to quit?
The likelihood of me finding another treasure, I mean, it was unlikely the first time, so finding another one's like Mel Fisher didn't find another one.
But now you know how to do it.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
I'd say there's two things. One, when you find a piece of gold in the ocean that belongs to a period shipwreck, it gets inside your blood, and then when you go back to your 9-to-5 job or whatever, it doesn't ever really compare.
You got the fever. He's got the fever.
And two, I would say that that would probably be the difference between a guy like myself who has lost his mind and your average sane person, because this has just become what I do. And so for better or for worse, when we're finding and we're not, we've got an expression, you can't find it at the dock. So we go whenever we can. So,
unless you're talking fentanyl, and you can't find that at the dock.
Well, you're out on the water. You're diving. Like it's a pretty good day.
This is my favorite we've done, man. I'm telling you, we've done a lot of weird jobs, but treasure hunter, top tier.
Yeah, I like being out in the water, scuba diving. Like if you're doing that every day for your job, you already won there. I think.
Yeah,
you guys are certified, man. Next summer when we get fired up, come on out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, I'll take you up on that, man, for sure.
I'll start stuffing silver coins in my wetsuit. I'm definitely going to steal from you.
Why do you look so fat? Like this guy's gained 40 pounds.
We're tough, man. We'll shake you down. I'll tell you what, you could do the broadcast from the back deck while we're working.
Dude, we could do a live from a treasure hunting boat.
It's so obvious.
I'll stuff them somewhere you can find them.
And then I'll get that needle. We'll get the douche needle.
Call back on the Gleister, for sure.
Mike, thanks so much for talking to us today, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on. And, shout out to Austin Daly for setting this up.
Yeah, thank you, Austin. Hey, let's do it again sometime. And honestly, let us know when you fire it back up. We'd love to talk to you again, okay?
You got my number. Give me a shout next summer. We're going to be going. And if we find something, I'll give you a ring. Well, we'll do this again.
You got it, man. Thank you again for the time. Have a great weekend. See you, man.
All right.
Wow, that was a goodie.
We will see you tomorrow. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. Come hang over. Join the chat room. You could be in there right now. We're about to do a game show. You could be playing live at home. Just search for @Tom and Dan Live on YouTube and also Twitch and all social media.
So I feel like this is the most radio thing we do is a game show.
Yeah.
Like radio loves a good game show.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to fill time in radio, right?
Yeah,
And if you're doing 5 days a week, 5 hours, 5 days a week, 4 hours, one block of 4 hours or one block of at least 2 hours is going to be a grade A waste of time. A big fat stinko.
Well, not that this is a waste of time. I mean, because Drew does a good job.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that the game show, like, we could be bringing you current events. We could be talking about what's going on in the world. We could talk about the Amazon outage.
The world.
Yeah, we could talk about the substitute teacher that just got arrested for masturbating in front of his class. But we're not. We're not going to do that. We're going to take a break from all the bad out there, and we're going to waste a couple hours doing a game show. That's what radio's supposed to do.
Game show Drew's here. How you doing, Drew?
What's up, man? Just dripping it and ripping it.
All right.
If it's wet, I'm sipping it.
Did you say gripping it, ripping it, or dripping it?
You missed the part where I said sipping it.
I thought you said dripping it and ripping it. I was like, that's disgusting. Should I play your song now?
Go for it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of that. He always writes a song. And this one, this one's a little pointed because this one is it's called No AI. He's going anti-AI.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. Here's Game Show Drew's new anti-AI theme song.
Yo, it's GD. No AI. Hanging with my T&D brothers, mother, may I say I think I gave your girl a little pink eye. That's why when she look at you, she giving you the stink eye. I'm so fly, I float by. You choking on that throat pie. He's so committed, I know why. He's sick with it, E. coli. It's time to bring the game show. Never seen the same flow. Lots of mini games, though. Tape it like it's Bang Bros. Ow, 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 ow.
Take that, AI.
Okay, there you go.
I feel like Drew, maybe in his younger years, wanted to be a rapper.
I do too. You love the rap, don't you?
I can't sing. That's the only thing I could do.
Do you love hip-hop, though?
So it's good.
Well, you're pretty good at it.
You're pretty good at it.
Yeah,
but you know what's better? AI. Here's your song.
No, not again.
Yo, was GD, full AI, hanging with my T&D brothers, mother, may I say I think I gave your girl a little pink eye. That's why when she look at you, she giving you the stink eye. I'm so fly, I float by, you choking on that throat pie. He's so committed, I know why. He's sick with it, E. coli. It's time to bring the game show. Never seen the same flow. Lots of mini games, yo. Tape it like it's Bang Bros. Ow, 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 ow.
No, that's way better.
No way.
Way better.
No way.
Hold on.
Way better.
Drew, if we showed
That's
two...
way better.
That was okay.
If we showed both versions of that song to 100 random people, 98% of them are...
One of them is this. One of them is this. And one of them is this. Okay? Okay?
Yeah. Even though you still wrote the lyrics, so
Yeah.
they're pretty good. But performing them, a computer's
Not
got
so
you
good.
beat.
Should we jump to the... I mean, we got to introduce our contestant.
Well, I will say that last time we didn't have a third contestant for Game Show Drew's segment, and he asked me, "Hey, are we going to have a BDM this time?" I'm
Because
like,
you
yes,
really
for
let him
sure.
down last time, right?
Yeah. Then I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare 2 weeks early, make a post on the BDM page. Who wants to be the Game Show Drew segment? Lots of people didn't even know what it was. Which I'm like, you pay for this show. You have no idea.
Nobody's really listening at this point. We know. There's so much content out there. We know you're not listening.
5 years. How long have you been doing this, Drew?
I think we've been doing it for since 2021.
2021.
Really?
Yeah,
My God.
2021.
I think so.
Oh,
No
God.
way.
That's
How many
crazy.
times have we done this?
I think we're double digits now.
That's double digits.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought we'd done like 4 times.
I thought this was the second time.
right.
Anyway, so then
You got him a contestant, right?
Yeah. After I scroll through all the BDMs, they bully me. They're like, "What?" You know, like, "Oh, look at Tom." Anyway, so then Ryan, who you may know him from the chat room as Ghost of Manu Bowl, which I thought you'd look a lot different, even though I've met you before. When you're like, Ghost of Manu Bowl's coming out, I'm like, yes, big,
very tall,
either
white guy.
Real white or real black.
Super
opposite.
black, tall guy.
And then Ryan said, "Hey, I'll do it." And then I remember looking at him and be like, "Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna I should message him." And then I got distracted. See,
What'd you get distracted by?
Lots of things. And then I only realized on a ride back from Just Bagel Run that literally 45 minutes ago, I'm like, "Oh God, I forgot to get a
Well, he did
contestant."
He did it. He figured. Okay, I have to explain this.
Then I started beating myself up.
He realized it while we were pulling into Publix. And I'm boycotting Publix right now because they've been giving my sandwiches away to other people. So I'm forced to go in
What a
there,
mistake.
and I'm forced to go in there and spend my money. I did not want to spend my money there. I am Fresh Market And what if at Garden of Eden? There's another restaurant down the road here.
No, you've been going to Publix.
I've been going to Nature's Table. I've been trying to go to Nature's Table.
No, Daniel loves Publix.
No, I don't. I don't love it.
Shopping is his pleasure.
It
He
is
said
not
it.
my pleasure.
He goes there every day.
I hate that place. I hate. So we pull in and we're going to go in and get some lunch. Well, he realizes that he didn't pick a person.
Yeah.
And you froze. You were like, oh!
Well, because I was like,
No,
you
in the car,
idiot.
and I'm standing outside the car, and he's like typing so fast, and like you were typing.
Well, I was like, let me go back and see if I can get someone literally and then come here in half an hour.
And were you able to do it? Yes, you were able to do it.
Then I messaged Ryan, and I was like, can you be here at 1 o'clock in the 35 minutes? And luckily, Ryan could come. How
Hey,
you doing,
thank you,
Ryan?
man. Appreciate you doing it.
No problem.
Yeah, thank
Dude, when
you.
I
thank
walked
you.
in today, you stared me right in the eyes. You go, don't worry, someone will be here in 10 minutes. And that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, bro. I got this.
Because I know you were worried. You're like, Tom definitely didn't book anybody again, and you're going to show up.
But it was true. It was true.
Yeah.
You did book it.
I was thinking that.
It sucks having that reputation.
Yeah, I
you
know.
understand? I know how people look at me.
Well, I have one too.
Yeah,
It's like,
this
he's
guy's
going
a
to
bumbling
overreact.
fool.
He's going to overreact.
Yeah,
That's right.
Well, they're right. They're both right.
I did audibly laugh when you messaged me.
Did you laugh?
Yeah, it made my day.
Yeah, because you knew he was in the weeds. You know that, he owes you a favor.
Oh, I'm at the table now.
You are at the table now. Welcome to the favor table. You're welcome. You are there now. Ryan, now, at any point, since you have Tom's number, you can text him on a weekend, and he's obligated to do something nice for you.
Oh yeah, I explained to my sons one day. I'm like, "What do you do for a living?" I try my hardest, and I just make mistake after mistake,
And we
everybody
talk
laughs
about
at
it.
me.
And then we talk about it.
And they're like, "So you're a clown?" You described what clowns do.
Yeah.
They try to walk the tightrope, but their shoes are too big and they fall. Anyway, let's I guess
Shall we
get right.
begin?
Yeah. I will say I've never done an AI song, but Daniel hooked me up with a great AI website, and I thought in the spirit of Halloween to go back and grab one of your Halloween shows and grab the show notes and just throw it into AI to see what it would do. I have not listened to it at all, so I thought we could all listen to it together. Take a little blast from the past. Want to hear it?
Oh, okay.
His mouth's getting dry. He's up to something. His mouth's
I
getting
know.
dry. I
Nervous. How are you so nervous?
Yeah,
You've done this over.
I feel like he's really got a gun this time.
double
This
digits.
is only my second time. I told you. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Phone on a mic.
It's the day before Halloween and Tom is dressed up. Butler's here and Sam's on vacation. Seth says he don't give a hog too, and the smoke machine's running. I'm AI, so I must tell you something. Remember when Tom got at the front seat of that old man's car? He gave him a BJ, you know that is true. Tom smoked his sausage till it turned blue.
Okay, let's just turn that off.
Sorry, I should have picked a different episode.
Tom smoked an old man sausage. You know what? You brought me back around. I was mad that
God,
you were playing.
why do you say that to people?
I used to work with a person that would play their phone on a microphone in order to give audio out, and it used to drive me insane. The fact that you turned me around with the Tom smoked the old man sausage till it turned blue.
So my son's t-shirts listen to this.
So they know.
Damn it.
So they know that you're more fluid than they are. It's fine.
The last lines were, did he do it for money or just because he liked it? Tom, people don't forget.
Well, don't forget, Daniel brings it up, and it's not based on anything. The guy was dying of cancer, and he said, "Come on, let me talk to you."
No, he's
dead already.
No, he's not. He's on the founder wall. He's the founder. He's on the founder. His name is Steve. I'll find it for you. He's on the founder wall. His name is Steve. I'll show you
I
later.
just assumed he was dead.
No, he's not. You want him to be dead because you smoked it blue.
God damn it. Anyway,
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, let's
let's
off to the
start.
races.
Question number 1, hint, naughty boy. On Monday's ACT titled Donger Needs Food,
I'm sorry.
That's a
Tom
great
was
movie.
talking about being in middle school and a fantasy that he has still today. What did Tom say about his dream of middle school?
The fantasy I had in middle school?
Yeah.
God, I had so many fantasies.
That's all he does.
Tom.
Yeah.
I had a fantasy that a middle school teacher would seduce me in class.
A clarification, did you say you would say to the teacher?
I mean, something along the lines of.
I think I remember.
Is that Ryan's it?
If I remember correctly, it was you molest my pee-pee.
Yes, On the board.
Yeah.
On the board for
He
saying,
stole it from me.
for saying one of the worst things. No, but you got to come out faster than that.
Dude,
You
Ghost
gotta
is
go-
going to toast you guys.
Yeah, that was really good. Well done. Ryan's on the board. I'll keep scoring.
Why would I say that?
Well, this is exactly what you said. I wish he would molest me, pee-pee.
Like an Irish person.
I wish that she'd molest me, pee-pee.
All right. So Ghost has 1 point.
Yeah, Dan, you keep it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Dan.
I got scored for you, buddy.
Appreciate you. Hint: it's just business. On ACT titled Daytona Gator Eyes. Great title. You were talking with Zach from the Science Center about finding life on Mars. Tom talked about life starting as blobs. Zach then said, "It takes a little time for two blobs to get together and become a bigger blob, and those two bigger blobs to get together to become a whale." What did Dan say next?
It could be literally could be anything. But you know it's not good. You know what I said is not good.
Yeah. As you're saying it, I'm like, yes. I'm like, it's the perfect. Can I say, okay, Tom?
Yeah.
It definitely was an EJ joke of some sort, or about our listeners at an event.
Wait, okay, so the phrase was, it takes some time for two blobs. What is it?
It takes time for two blobs to get together to become a bigger blob, and for those bigger blobs to get together and become a whale.
Something about radio.
Anyone?
Damn it. No.
You, Dan, you said, "Are you talking about our beer fest?"
No, I give that to Tom. I think we got to give him that because he said something about the listeners.
Yeah, but specifically the beer fest.
All right.
Well, I like when we make fun of our own events.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
I'm like, why? There's more people.
Why there should be more people?
I'm like, why are there more callers? There should be more people.
Maybe
coming.
it's Dan. All right, next question.
All right, first mini game. This is Halloween time, so Halloween's about becoming someone else. And I'm actually really good at doing impressions of famous people, so I have 5 impressions that I'll play for you. First one to guess it gets a point. Here we go.
Oh, God. So, okay. So you're going to play an impression
On your phone.
Yeah, I can't do it live because I get nervous.
I
You hear me smacking my lips over here?
I know, you need water.
Have a sip of water.
We don't have any water, though. We learned that this morning. We had guests come in. We have nothing to drink
Well,
in this
I'm
joint.
slamming it all. Anyway, so
I'll play the voice.
Yeah.
As soon as you know it, just shout it out.
Okay.
You don't have to say your name. Just shout the name of the person.
You see here, I'll have number 3 with a large fry and a small smackerel of sweet tea.
Tom.
Yes.
I almost said Pokey the Bear.
Pokey the Bear. Are you hallucinating? Are you having a little bit
Winnie
of a
the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh is correct.
Oh, that's not a bad Winnie. Okay.
Thank you.
Balta.
I think they're all good, but people tell me they're trash. Here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Next one.
Who has been in my fridge? Somebody has
Tom.
been to
Yes.
the mouse.
Dr. Evil.
It's not Dr. Evil? I thought he nailed that.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, or I would accept it, Harry Potter guy.
Or Harry Potter. Okay, Ghost is now beating you. It's 2-1.
All right, next one. This one's a little tricky, but I think it's dead on.
Oh my god, I love your haircut. Is that a poem?
Daniel.
Yeah.
EJ. Nerd jock.
I want to give it to you.
Give me some more here.
One more time.
Oh my god, I love your haircut. Is that a poem? Ooh la la.
It's dead on.
Goddamn. I have no idea,
I
right?
have no idea.
All right.
That was Andre the Giant.
No.
Yeah, that's
much
just-
deeper. Much
Yeah.
deeper.
And even what? He should be riding a 3-wheeler of some sort or drinking 150 beers. All
right.
Or this one's more on point then. Here we go.
Okay.
What's a perfect Thursday? It's a bubble bath with a nice wank.
Your poor wife, man. Your poor wife sitting in the bed next to you, listening to you record these on your phone.
I played him to her in bed last night.
Yeah. What'd she think?
She said Andre the Giant sounded like he was underwater.
Yeah, great.
I have no idea
look, I
whatsoever.
don't
Jason Statham. We were looking for Jason Statham.
Okay, they all
God.
kind of sound the same to me.
All right, this
I've
one's
seen one
easy.
Jason Statham movie.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Easy peasy.
No, 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 no.
Cleveland.
Cleveland is correct. Cleveland Brown.
Oh my God. Okay, it's Ryan 3, Tom 1, Dan zip. I got nothing.
Cleveland from Family Guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Where are we right now? Is this 2005?
I said Dr. Evil.
Alan Rickman.
Is the answer Monica Lewinsky? Am I on the board yet?
I don't think so.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, hint. Dumb and successful. On Thursday's episode titled Bill Manspeaker, you listen to Bill go on and on
People
and
love
on about anything and everything. What were his words of inspiration at the very end of the call?
Gosh,
Dan,
Yeah.
think less, do more, and S won't matter.
Tom,
Yes.
always believe in yourself.
No. That's what I'm looking for. I almost want to give it to you.
I don't
Dan. You're so
remember.
Some
close.
nonsense.
It was like
That was a lot to take in.
yeah. It wasn't. That wasn't. I was very tired. I think I passed out at dinner after that. My daughter's like, "Daddy, wake up!" I was like, "Bill Manspeakers." He assaulted my ears.
Yeah. Also, even at the end of it, I was like, "Don't get it." I was like, "Why do people come to see this?"
And I know that we kind of use your trivia game as an aside to kind of reminisce about some of these things that have happened recently. I will tell you that multiple people emailed telling me that Bill's math on how much money he's made and albums sold is all BS. And they're mad at him. People love being mad at people that are sort of successful, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, let's tear this guy down.
It was a crazy story, though.
His phrase was, "The less you know, the more S gets done."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
less
yeah.
you know, the more S gets done. He's
Bonus question. What did Dan say right after that?
Go, rock the boat.
I thought that was right.
No.
I'm bringing back rock the boat.
Something about we should get a lot of stuff done.
He said, "Okay, write that down. I think we can finish there, Bill. Bill, we're going to run out of time. Bill, I'm sorry, we have to end it."
All right, it's still 3, Ryan 3, Tom 1, Dan zip. Let's keep moving.
All right, hint. Narking on Cleveland football. On the Friday free
Too
show...
much Cleveland in this one.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
But I needed this hint.
I understand.
On the Friday free show titled Pee Pee Pups, Tom and Dan were joking about ICE agents hiding in the bushes at the beer fest.
See, this is why. This is why.
Top of the episode, too.
Shooting ourselves in the foot.
What did Tom say he would do if there were ICE agents hiding in bushes?
Yell, get them, even if they're not brown.
I'm going to give it to you. I'll point at every brown person and say, "Get them."
That is dead on, man. Ryan with 4 points.
Oh, my God. Why would I say that?
Why would you say that?
All right. Ghost, you ready to get weird?
Always.
All right, here we go. We got our next mini game, and this is called Monster... Oh, what the hell is it called?
Uh-oh.
Monster Comedy Jam. And Halloween's all about getting into costume, and I have costumes for each and every one of you.
No.
Dan, we'll start with you. You're going to be hillbilly cool dude. We got a wig, a hat, and some awesome glasses for you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
So Daniel's hillbilly cool dude.
Hillbilly cool dude. And
I'm putting mine on as fast as you
Tom, we'll give you your stuff next. You're going to need that hairnet.
Okay.
That's not drugs. Because you are going to be Alan Rickman. No, you're a vampire. But it is an Alan Rickman wig.
All right.
So you got a wig here after you put on your... you got to put on that.
All right. I can
hairnet.
just put my wig on. I don't.
But this
need
keeps
to-
this keeps from seeing your normal hair.
No, it's
We want to see
fine.
you in the net.
I can't get the net on fast enough, Drew.
Okay, and then here's your cloak you have to wear as well.
I think that, you know what? I look effing cool right now, dude. Like, this is the best I've ever looked.
Did you put on the shades?
You know what I look? I kind of look like Rob Zombie a little bit.
Ghost, I have a sheet for you to wear, and I cut out some eye holes, so here you go.
All right, we're getting dressed.
Now, washed
for those
it.
Of you
I was
that
about
are
to add, did you wash
tuning
this
in
sheet?
and-
Yeah, I just washed it, Febrezed it.
I look. You know what I look like right now? I look like anybody auditioning on Kill Tony. Right?
Yeah.
I look like Uncle Laser or one of those guys.
Why does Tom look like Demi Moore as you woke up?
No, you look like that movie with Adam Sandler where he was the weak devil.
Little Nicky?
You look like Little Nicky. Right now.
You're not wearing it right. They got the part that's supposed to go in the center on the side of your
look
head.
like Little Nicky.
The R word devil.
You look like Davey Havoc from AFI. I look like Ted Nugent.
What does Ghost look like?
Ghost looks like a terrorist. Terrorist wife. Right?
Okay, so I have jokes written for you, and this is going to be a game where you take turns saying your jokes. If anybody laughs, you get a point. So I've got my
Tom looks
redneck
like
jokes.
a black-haired porn star, like a woman. These are my jokes?
Those are your jokes.
Okay.
So we get a point per laugh.
Point per laugh. Ghost, here you go.
These aren't.
So I got your eye
funny.
holes. That's the point.
Okay.
It's all you got to sell it in your character.
Okay.
Dan, would you like to go first?
Sure. I'll go first. Okay. I'm a redneck.
Yep.
All right.
Hey there, hey y'all. My name is Hillbilly Cool Dude. I like to have my favorite Thanksgiving dessert on the toilet. Blumpkin pie. We held a funeral for my 500-pound uncle who passed, and all my family members caught COVID. There sure was a lot of coughing.
I screwed up. I also had another part of your costume. You're lucky you didn't have to do it, but I got teeth for you too. You have to keep the teeth in when you say the jokes.
How much are you spending on your costume budget, buddy?
So those are supposed to be, and as you said, your jokes. You can try that. It's a little better.
I like to have my favorite Thanksgiving dessert. This is the all-time low.
All right, Dracula, your jokes.
I'm not much of an artist, but I guess. God damn it. Hold on.
You can do it.
I'm not much of an artist, but I guess I could draw some blood.
That's pretty good.
Rah.
Not bad. I like that one. You got one more joke?
Do you have a cigarette, man? Come on, man. That was a stupid joke.
What voice are you doing?
Just do the joke.
What voice are you doing? Because you suddenly slipped into little Jewish accountant. What are you doing?
I was trying to talk like a vampire. Do you have a cigarette, man? Come on, man. Dracula voice.
I think we can jump over there.
You didn't say the last line.
No. I want to suck your butts.
That's
Oh, that's a joke.
Yeah, it just said Dracula.
All right, and then Ghost is what is Ghost, by the way?
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost. Okay.
Which is weird. I didn't even think about that. That just happened.
Yeah.
You didn't?
That's good.
We had no
It does not
idea.
look like a ghost. It looks like a terrorist wife. It does look like a terrorist wife. And it's unfortunate because people are going to think that this is something it's not.
Okay, here we go.
I'm really kinky in the bedroom. Guess you could say I'm a real freak in the sheets, hunka chunka.
The Hunka Chunka saved it. That's pretty awesome.
You got the goods, Ghost.
Catchphrase.
You knew it was going to eat ass
My
than
God,
you.
he added a Hunka Chunka.
All right, here's the last one.
Hey guys, I'm not really a ghost, but don't tell anyone. I'm working under cover. So keep your mouth shut, bitch.
What the hell?
Sold it. I'm just reading what it says on the paper.
He's killing it, dude. I'm giving him the point, right?
Okay,
I guess you have to give him the point.
Yeah. And
Killed it.
costumes go for the next game, so you can keep. You don't have to keep it on, but you're gonna have to put it on again. So whatever's easier for you.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it back on.
And if anyone's out there listening, could really use a female caller to help us with our last mini game. So if you want to be a part of the last mini game, female caller, after these next two questions, call in. If not, I'll take care of it.
Oh, yeah, you're asking for too much.
I always do.
We're going to get
And
a
if we
female
all,
caller last minute.
put your attention to the front yard. I have a friend out there with your next clue.
Yeah, and we barely have any female listeners. They're like, I want to listen to a bunch of grown middle-aged men
Wearing costumes and screaming things.
Anybody who wants to pretend to be a girl and call in, then.
And it takes a while to call in, too. You would have needed to say this like 2 questions ago, right? And then we get them on the line.
If we don't, I got it.
Okay.
All right. Question number 5. Hint. Buffet of weird. Back to the Friday Free Show. Tom was talking with Brendan about doing something fun for his adult weekend. Brandon recommended going to Big Daddy's for karaoke. What were all the things Dan and Brendan said you would find there?
Dan.
Yep.
Black guy in a diaper.
There's 1 point.
Tom.
That's
Yes.
true.
So Asians singing crazy.
I'm going to give that to you. That's Vietnamese people who can't sing Creed.
Oh, we have a caller.
Oh, is there a woman caller?
Oh, no. Is this a woman?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Is this
so please-
Tracy?
I mean, if I have to work, I'll work. If
You're not. You're on the clock. Hang up. No, I'm kidding. All right, we need you.
Yeah. Just stay on the line.
stay on the line.
We'll get to you. All right. What else did Brendan say? Big Daddies.
Handicapped people.
I need more specific.
Amputees. No arms, no legs.
I'm going to give that one to you. You said a fat lady with one arm.
I deserve that.
There's one real good one. I'm surprised you haven't said yet.
Horny little person.
No.
Trans person.
No.
So they're like some. They were bikers.
Bikers for Jesus.
No.
MAGA grandma.
No, I love that.
Everybody knows a MAGA grandpa with a sparkle hat, right? Like a sparkle cowboy.
That would have been cute. But no, we were looking for a Chinese guy dressed as a hamburger.
Oh, that's a real guy. No, that's Brendan's friend. Yeah.
Cowboys, hillbilly guys who are kind of offended by drag queens. Those are the other things.
But by the end of the night, they're not offended by drag queens, and they're hitting on Brendan.
That's right.
Weird.
Bonus question. What did Tom say about the entire Big Daddy's experience?
Well, based on what he says about most experiences,
Oh God. The confusing. Hold on.
is it coming to you?
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Nope, it was I do like singing Asians.
Oh,
That does sound like you. That sounds like you.
All right.
On to question number 6. Last question before our next mini game. Hint: Butterfly Man strikes again.
Oh, that's Ross. Okay.
On Monday's ACT, you talked to Jenna about her travels and knickknacks that she's picked up along the way. What did Tom call her collection of foreign objects?
Inequities.
That is right, Jenna's inequities.
He's all queued that up, ready to go.
God, why'd you bring it up again?
Title of the show.
That's 2 points for Tom, 2 points for Dan, and a whopping 6 points for Ryan.
I'm not joking. I'm randomly driving this week, and I'm like, you idiot. I'm stupid. I'm like, this is a testament to the Florida education system, the college education system.
I like you saying that all with this wig on.
I'm like, it should be, everybody should be embarrassed by this. All right,
a mini game. We got to get back into costume.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me put my
It's all good.
I'll go fast.
So, all the mini games up until now have been things that I've written down and you had to bring to life. But now you get to do some improv and bring the character to life with your own creativity. And I'll stop right there until we get... You burn it backwards and it's friggin' awesome. You look like Little Debbie.
Little Debbie.
All right, do we need to bring Tracy on? Is she hearing?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me put my headphones on. I'll pull her up. Tracy, can you hear us?
I can. Hi.
Okay, great.
Tracy, thank you for calling in. So this is the mini game that we're getting ready to play, and it is titled Data Monster. So we have 3 monsters here today. We got Hillbilly Cool Guy, we got a Vampire Dude, and we got Ghost. And you get to be the contestant on a dating show where you get to ask them any questions you want, and at the end, then you get to pick who you want to go on a date with. Are you ready to play?
I am.
All right. So which bachelor would you like to ask a question to first?
The first bachelor I would like to ask a question to would be, what was it, Cool Dude? Who was the first dude you introduced? The Cool Dude?
Hillbilly Cool Dude.
Hillbilly Cool Dude. My question for you is, oh God, I'm looking at you, and I see your teeth, and I'm very interested in which and how many of your teeth would you turn gold if you had the opportunity?
Oh, I'd do anything for you, baby. First thing I'd like to do is get some of my teeth down there where your butt mouth is. It's hard to talk with this. I'm gonna get them all gold, just like you are the gold in my heart.
Sweet.
Thank you, Hillbilly Bachelor. That was a great question. All right, Tracy, you got two other bachelors here. Who would you like to ask the next question to?
I will ask the next question to Ghost.
All right.
Ghost, I would like to know, since you might be a freak in the sheets, what kind of sheets do you like to get down on and wear?
Silk ones that show off your boobs.
What kind I was gonna go. I was gonna do the horny one. Ghost is stealing my GD pet.
You're a vampire. You got the second
I was like, I'm a horny vampire. You can't be a horny ghost and a horny vampire. You're the gay ghost.
I was gonna say boobs.
I was gonna say booty.
Wow, Ghost is very frisky. Seems like you got two hot bachelors here, but we have a third one you still have yet to ask a question to, so go right ahead.
The dumb one.
Waterhead.
Can't say that.
Where is your favorite place to suck blood from?
You're the
All right.
All right. There it is, folks.
Thank you for the sexual harassment today. This was great.
Tracy, you got to hear from every one of them. Do you have any more questions before you make your choice?
I mean, no, actually, I didn't.
Yeah, button it up, Tracy. It's
Thank you, Tracy.
better for you.
Yeah, I think I-
Thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, I didn't get to tell her about our all-paid expenses trip.
All right. Let's.
What's the score?
Okay, so who won that one? I'm guessing.
She didn't choose. You turned it off.
Oh, no.
I mean, you know who won.
Yeah, she wants Ghost. I mean, we all know. I mean, Ghost
Yeah,
is pretty much running away with this entire
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You talked to good games. Did you say rabbit mouse or butt mouse?
I said butt mouth. I don't know. I was trying to riff something. It came out terrible. But anyway, yeah, we'll continue.
So I don't know what the score is, but this is the last question.
Okay, the score is right now, it is 6-2 with Ryan pretty much running away with the entire shebang here.
You're living up to the expectation, Ryan. All right, last question. On Tuesday's ACT, this just played today. I just listened to it this morning. On Tuesday's ACT titled Spoofing in the Bushes, you talked to EJ during his Nerd Jock segment about his obsession with Pokemon. You asked him what his best Pokemon was. What was it?
Shinesty.
No.
Oh, it was a gizzard of some sort.
Yeah, it was a gizzard. Shiny gizzard. No. It was a powered-up shiny gizzard.
It was a Gigazard or something. Like
Chiga.
Yeah,
Chigawatt.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was halfway paying attention yesterday.
It was a Zoodle Doodle.
Oh, God, I don't know.
To the 12th power.
I think he has 8,800, though, doesn't he?
10 points if you get it. Win the game with just knowing this one thing your friend EJ told you about.
Yeah, but we don't care about his Pokemon. I do care about him as a human, but I don't care about his stupid game.
I remember the 11 hours walking.
Yeah. Well, that was a lie.
That's a good memory.
That was a lie.
Everything in my brain is going to, how can I turn this to a fat joke? I have no idea.
Zygarde.
Close.
He made jokes about Zygarde in the bushes.
Yeah, he Zygardes the ice cream.
Spoofing in the bushes.
Well, that's the end of the game. We always do have a prize. It's Halloween. Usually my prizes are more tricks, but this prize is treat. So to Ghost, you get some Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, that's a hell of a good prize,
That is a good prize.
It's like a $22 bag of candy.
That's better than most.
Jesus Christ, that's pretty darn good. The other times I've won, I got a wig. I got a wig that smells like plastic.
I got some gardening gloves with spike fingers.
Those were good. That made a good TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, good job, Drew.
So we
appreciate that.
We have 6 minutes before we can end this. I think we take the 6 minutes to figure out what went wrong here today, and let's vow to never let it happen again.
Well, we got a guy that listens to every show, and so of course he blew the doors off us.
These are things you said, though.
Yeah, but our brains go blank when we do the show.
I've noticed something, and tell me if you've noticed this. Since Samantha's not here, there's like less buffer with like remembering the stuff. You and I are doing more. We remember nothing now. Now, since you've started doing the shows with no Samantha, like doing the game shows, I think we get skunked. I know I get skunked every time. And then I go home. I used to love it when you come in here. Now when I go home, you are the marker for like me having a brain disorder.
Didn't you win last week or last time?
I think I did. Yeah, I did really well. But I'm saying like now I'm like today was just piss poor. That was terrible.
Yeah, like I'm laughing at things we said 2 days ago. Like I've never heard them before. So, Drew, let's talk about Halloween for a second because I'm curious.
You dressing up?
You don't have any kids, right?
Nope.
All right.
You ask that every time.
Yes, I'm married. No kids. One pee-pee dog.
I don't remember.
No.
I hand out candy and I dress up. Last year was my favorite. I have the skeleton that I put out.
Okay.
I put that wig on him, actually. And I called him Uncle Gerald, and he had a can of beans in his hand, and then I put that fart machine by him, and every time a kid grabbed candy, it made it fart.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So you're the fun young guy in the neighborhood with no kids, but a fart machine and likes fun.
It's only a matter of time before you become labeled a pedophile, right?
Got my e-bike.
That's what happens. You got an e-bike?
I got an e-bike.
They're cracking down on the e-bikes.
I saw that in the news.
Yeah, we had some. We've had 2 instances in Orlando. We had one couple chase some kids on an e-bike, try to run them over. Don't do that.
Oh my God.
And then we had some Asian guy jerk a kid off of the e-bike and slap the.
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Did you hear what you said?
No, what did I say?
I jerk a kid.
He jerked the kid off the bike, and then he slapped his helmet off his head. He's and then the bike kept going. And
That's a direct result of the kid zooming by too fast, and then he reacted. Like he's an older Asian real man, and he just
get you good.
Yeah. He just ripped the kid off the bike and slapped the helmet off his head, which sometimes you need. Like if my kids are driving their electric bike on the sidewalk super fast and recklessly, like I'm fine with an Asian slapping them in the head.
Slap their helmet off. That'll teach them. I mean, it will teach them to not do that.
Yeah. And
but
also,
these people are being brought up on charges now. It's a big mess.
Goodness.
So don't be beating up kids. You can yell at them or maybe call the cops or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine with slapping their head. You know, like I bet
throw a rock at him or something.
I bet it was the parents that complained, and not even the kid himself.
Oh, it's always the parents who complain.
Yeah, he's probably embarrassed.
Normally, the kid goes back and tells their parents, and then the parents then started ratcheting it up.
You're calling the cops
instead of saying, "Hey, you shouldn't have been riding on the sidewalk." That won't happen. You'll never get the parent saying you were in the wrong.
Yeah.
That
like, how dare you slap my kid, even though he was speeding on the sidewalk and almost crashed into you? Which I assume that it wasn't just he just took off running after a kid that was going slow and being careful.
No, they interviewed him. He said, he'd been riding on the sidewalk. So, it's just going to be a mess. And then cops are saying, hey, there's no there's no laws on the books for this. It's not a bike. You got to stop calling them bikes. They're not bikes.
Listen up, teens. You guys are going to ruin.
Hold on. Say that again. I'll give you that. Ready?
Okay. Listen up, teens. So when I was a teen, I could only dream of a future that there would be electric bikes that could haul ass and do wheelies, and you could ride around the town without the cops messing with you.
Yeah.
Like I would
ruin it for yourself.
Yeah, like you have it the best ever. Teens have ever had. Teen boys, especially. You could
so many vehicles for you.
You could ride your Sur-on dirt bike, electric dirt bikes around town, and then even go off road and just
as long as you're not tearing things up,
ride to your friend's house, and the cops are just letting us do it. They're letting you do it, but you're going to ruin it for yourself because every incident is going to cause more and more media, and then that media is going to cause legislation, and people are going to start voting against e-bikes. And
full story on West 2, and guess who they name? Guess what city they name? What area of Orlando they name? Baldwin Park.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you ruined it. I said this to you guys. I told you dumb little electric bike a-holes. I said, if you don't... Tom's right. And you deserve it because you weren't cool. If you'd have been cool, bro, how come parents don't teach kids the be cool, bro? My dad taught me the be cool, bro. You want to know one of the first be cool bros I knew? Hey, Dan Lee, you want cable? I'm stealing it from the neighbors and I'm going to run it in your window. Guess what? You get it, but you can't say a damn word to anybody.
Cool dad.
And I had to keep my mouth shut. And he ran it in my window, and I got every channel. But I just had to keep my mouth shut and be cool, bro.
HBO?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had it all.
And these kids don't have the balls to, once they do outlaw riding them on the street, to then just do it anyway, like the 12 o'clock boys, and kick a cop car.
That's a different level.
They're too soft.
That's a different level.
But white bowling kids are too soft
they're not
to
gonna do that.
wheelie and kick a cop car and dare them to chase. You're not cool enough. You're just going to have to, your parents are going to sell your electric bike to the cool kids, and they'll kick the cop car. They'll get them
It
cheap
will be on
aftermarket.
Craigslist Marketplace for a lot less than they paid for it, and then the cool kids will be riding it and kicking the mirrors off cop cars.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Great game show today, buddy.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
And it was
Good
the best
job.
theme song you've ever done.
I appreciate
that. That was a really good one.
Ghost of Manute Bowl, thank you very much for
Well
supporting the
done.
show.
Well done,
No problem.
man. Well done.
Ryan, thanks for coming by last minute. We appreciate
You
that.
really saved Tom's bacon on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I am the hero today.
You are.
Yeah,
I
thank
told you know what, he won't take that, but I told him like as soon he's like, I got somebody. I was like, see, no problem. Like, you should take credit for it. Like I meant to do that.
All right. We will see you on Monday.